people worldwide, not just in South Side and West Side Chicago, but everywhere in the world, Johannesburg, Brazil, you name it. Anywhere you find people of color in the dark, the white supremacists know what we are going to do before we do it. Why? Because they have plans for every black person on this planet. And they make plans 10, 15, 50 years ahead. And black people don't have a plan for what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. And that's the truth. We have to be true. Tell ourselves the truth. Because you can't straighten out anything without telling yourself the truth about your own flaws and your own weaknesses, and be able to admit that when somebody's stronger than you or smarter than you, that you've been beaten down and you've been outsmarted. And so far, that is the fight of black people worldwide, not just in South Side and West Side Chicago, but everywhere in the world, Johannesburg, Brazil, you name it. Anywhere you find people of color in the dark, the white supremacists know what we are going to do before we do it. Why? Because they have plans for every black person on this planet. And they make plans 10, 15, 50 years ahead. And black people don't have a plan for what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. And that's the truth. We have to be true. Tell ourselves the truth. Because you can't straighten out anything without telling yourself the truth about your own flaws and your own weaknesses, and be able to admit that when somebody's stronger than you or smarter than you, that you've been beaten down and you've been outsmarted. And so far, that is the fight of black people worldwide, not just in South Side and West Side Chicago, but everywhere in the world, Johannesburg, Brazil, you name it. Anywhere you find people of color in the dark, the white supremacists know what we are going to do before we do it. Why? Because they have plans for every black person on this planet. And they make plans 10, 15, 50 years ahead. And black people don't have a plan for what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. And that's the truth. We have to be true. Tell ourselves the truth. Because you can't straighten out anything without telling yourself the truth about your own flaws and your own weaknesses, and be able to admit that when somebody's stronger than you or smarter than you, that you've been beaten down and you've been outsmarted. And so far, that is the fight of black people worldwide, not just in South Side and West Side Chicago, but everywhere in the world, Johannesburg, Brazil, you name it. Anywhere you find people of color in the dark, the white supremacists know what we are going to do before we do it. Why? Because they have plans for every black person on this planet. And they make plans 10, 15, 50 years ahead. And black people don't have a plan for what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. And that's the truth. We have to be true. Tell ourselves the truth. Because you can't straighten out anything without telling yourself the truth about your own flaws and your own weaknesses, and be able to admit that when somebody's stronger than you or smarter than you, that you've been beaten down and you've been outsmarted. And so far, that is the fight of black people worldwide, not just in South Side and West Side Chicago, but everywhere in the world, Johannesburg, Brazil, you name it. Anywhere you find people of color in the dark, the white supremacists know what we are going to do before we do it. Why? Because they have plans for every black person on this planet. And they make plans 10, 15, 50 years ahead. And black people don't have a plan for what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. And that's the truth. We have to be true. Tell ourselves the truth. Because you can't straighten out anything without telling yourself the truth about your own flaws and your own weaknesses, and be able to admit that when somebody is stronger than you or smarter than you, that you've been beaten down and you've been outsmarted. And so far, that is the plight of black people worldwide, not just in South Side or West Side Chicago, but everywhere in the world, Johannesburg, Brazil, you name it. Anywhere you find people of color. I am sorry. The white supremacists know what we are going to do before we do it. Why? Because they have plans for every black person on this planet. And they make plans 10, 15, 50 years ahead. And black people don't have a plan for what they're going to do in the next 2 weeks. And that's the truth. We have to be true. Tell ourselves the truth. Because you can't straighten out anything without telling yourself the truth about your own flaws and your own weaknesses.
Oh, good day, family. Yeah, these glasses right here.
You are smarter than you.
Yeah.
That
you know that's nearly full.
And you've been outsmarted.
That's our brother right there. We
so
got to change our mindset.
Black people worldwide.
This was so brilliant to put it in cartoon. Our babies can watch this. The babies, they'll take to this just like that. Turn off Peppa Pig. Turn everybody off. Big head baby boss baby, whatever his name is. Turn it off and put on Neely Fuller. They got Dr. Francis Cress Wilson in cartoon format. Our babies need to learn these things. Our babies need to learn these things. We learn it and they need to learn too. We got to play catch up real fast, y'all. This is going to happen really, really fast. I don't know. I didn't know none of this was going on. I'd have been talking to my people. If I'd have known, if I'd have at least had the right opportunities and stuff, been paying attention to my people. But that's all right. That's all right, because if we had chose a different decision, if I had chose a different decision, I might not even made it here. So, it all happens as it's supposed to, and it's so good to see y'all. Yeah, it's hard to see with these glasses on. I have to take them on and take them off, whether I'm reading or just looking and stuff, yeah, it's different. They bifocals though, but, I'm going to get Dr. Yaki and stuff, so I can fix my vision. But it's so good to see y'all. How you doing, Kelvin? It's so good to see you. Oh, it is. I hope you had a wonderful day today. I had a good day today. Yeah, I ain't been having too many bad days, except for when somebody come at me. But other than that and stuff, I try to be pretty cool and stuff. I love my ancestors. I'm grateful to my ancestors. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad. I'm grateful. I know whose side I'm on. I don't have to go out there and be another type of person because I'm still trying to please everybody else and fit in with everybody else stuff. I'm done with all of that. I'm going out there to do what I got to do and bring my ass home where I want to be at. Yeah, I ain't got to have no conversation with nobody. Ain't nobody got to be worried about face no more. This summer, when they see me come, it's here come face. No. And as of now, I'll be the one to get up and leave. Anybody sitting around, every time I got something to say, no, I can get up and go. That's what face can do. I'm not finna keep putting up with us because we don't want to at least consider that everything ain't a damn conspiracy theory. I mean, it's allegedly it's 2025. I'm like, damn, do the robots literally got to roll up on our ass before we believe that, we've been motherfucking hoodwinked. We've been made a fool. We can't just be a fool and a dummy. We cannot. It's like we're sleeping through the apocalypse. So, yeah, I just feel like it's okay with me. I can't come around no more. I don't be coming around no more and stuff. It's okay with me. I hope you don't feel no type of way. My friends and family, my social circle and stuff, I hope y'all don't feel no type of way. But, yeah, I'm feeling that way when I'm around and stuff. Like, here we go again. What is y'all talking about then? What is we talking about then? Because I just want to have conversations that's leading to solutions for us, that's showing us that, hey, something wrong with us. Yeah, well, you know, when did this happen, Face? What's going on? What we gonna do? We finna heal us. That's what we finna do. We finna have black babies. We finna put the focus back on us. We finna learn what happened to us. We didn't just end up like this. I don't care how asleep I was for 43 years of my life. We did not just end up like this. Black people didn't. You know, the energy, the time. I mean, the time. This is the longest grudge I ever knew about in America. I think this is the only grudge in America is, you know, white folks hating our ancestors and stuff. I don't know. Is that how white folks still feel? You know, the ones that's around us and stuff, you got this portrayal going on. Like, you know, like we family, we sister, and we buddy and allies. What is it? Allies? You know how you got allies and stuff like that. But then, you know, looking past your motherfucking ass. I do. Looking past your ass, Sabrina. Honey, I see your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your daddy, your granddaddy. All of their asses is out there terrorizing my people. Even Sabrina, looking past your ass, I even see little white kids, little teenager kids and stuff, terrorizing my people. So, you know, yeah, I don't want to talk about nothing else. I just want to talk about black folks. That's it and that's all. You know, if you don't want to be here and stuff, fine. Go talk about somebody else then. Because that's why I'm here. And I'm not here to forgive white people and stuff or to look for solutions for white folks. I'm not here to talk about reconciliating with white folks and healing with white folks, because they got to do that shit themselves. They the ones done kept this secret. Done just barely, you know how they put the small print at the bottom of the bill or the contract, or, you know, like when you got your job and stuff, you know, they put it in the small print, what you really supposed to know. That's like this right here, been in small print for all this time. And now with the banning of books, everybody, you better get you a library. I don't care, you better, if you got time and stuff, you better walk around a block or two with a bag so you can stop at them little bitty library houses and get some books out and stuff. Don't bring your ass home with no Amelia Bedelia and the Berenstain Bears. No, don't go get no shit like that out of them library houses. Go to other neighborhoods. Because, see, it's some neighborhoods that I could go to and stuff. That's what you're going to see in them and stuff. You know, I like that Amelia Bedelia, you know, and stuff like that. But this ain't the time for it. That time is gone. We got to start getting stuff that our babies got to learn with and stuff. And I don't know if y'all knowing how to remember how to sew and stuff like that. Honey, start getting our little bittiest babies into sewing and crocheting or whatever you do. Because, see, we got to start back with our youth. We got all this time now, y'all. We finna be at home again. Ain't finna be no more schools and stuff like that. Hell, Chipper and them finna be at the job and the warehouses and stuff like that. We finna be at home and stuff. You know, we're going to have to become self-sustaining. Because we don't know what it's finna look like. But I know one thing, we're going to have to stay together. We can't be scattered out here because we don't know what the fuck finna happen. I don't. And trust me, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, what does all of this mean for my people? Ain't nobody saying nothing until it's too late. You know, until it's too late. I can just imagine that everybody going to be running to their designated bunker. Where we going? Where we going to run to? Literally. And those that do say, come on, black people, we got room for you. So you better not. You better not take your ass in there. Be like, no, I'm stay out here with my people. You know, me and my people, we got this and stuff. We gonna stay out here. We got this. We got each other. And we better build our own shelter and shit. I'm just saying. This wasn't for nothing and it ain't gone. It didn't disappear. It didn't vanish. White folks didn't magically get better. I'm saying that now with the book we reading tonight. I hope we can finish this tonight because white folks waited a whole year before they did that to Isaac and Elias. And what was our third brother name? I need to write their names down and stuff. Elmer. Yep. Elias Clayton, Elmer Jackson, and Isaac McGee. They waited a whole year from the summer of 1919, all of them massacres, to do that right there. Just had to. I don't know if it was because, it's a thing. It's a craving. It's a fiending. I don't know. I didn't know about all of this. I did not know about all of this. I didn't know white folks had all of this inside of them. Don't nobody want to even talk about it. Don't nobody even want to discuss it. But that's the very reason why we can't move forward for us, because we won't face this. So what has got to face their motherfucking ass? Well, so what? They can fly? It ain't like they can do nothing that they ain't already done to us collectively. Hell, it ain't like they ass can come up and hit your ass and then fly off. No, they hit your ass, you better motherfucking hit them back. So, we're in a different era now. Things are different. Shit is never going to be the same again. And white folks is never going to get another opportunity to play us as a motherfucking fool. Now, I know y'all asses, you don't want to hear this. I know you don't, black people. We never do want to hear what's right for us. But I'm telling you, for your own sake, for your own children's sake, this right here can't be ignored no more. What do y'all think this whole new world order is being built for? Oh, everybody else, they going along with it like, hell yeah, we happy to be the pawns. I'm like, damn, is everybody in on it? Is everybody in on it? I mean, literally, look out there, y'all. Mankind and humanity is at stake. Mankind and humanity is at stake. Still, ain't nobody even stood up and said, hey, all of this happening because ain't nobody stood up for Black America. That's why everything happening like that here. Martin wasn't talking to us when he said that injustice against one is injustice against all. He was talking to their asses. He was talking to white people and other groups of people. He was basically talking to the world, letting the world know, because nobody helped us. If that first Black person hadn't stood up and said no, all of them stood up. But that first Black person, I don't know if they all did it as one collectively, but if they hadn't never done that, we never would have been physically freed after all of that, centuries. I wonder who was the first one. The very first one. What was his name? What was his name? So, yeah, we're going to get into it tonight and stuff, and I'm glad y'all here. But, yeah, I didn't want to just be, I'm really trying to process this. I don't want y'all to be, us to be so, I don't know, but I can't tell you about your emotions, though. I mean, this is too deep. This is like the worst movie that you can even find on TV and stuff. And it's ours. It's our truth. So, I don't know what to tell you about your feelings and stuff. Just try to take it in and stuff and learn from it and process it and do what you need to do for your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews and stuff. I know you see, nephew going out there with Tommy, little badass, little big-headed ass, Yeah. At least try to let him know, hey, when you get that instinct and stuff, you better pay attention to it, boy. You get that instinct stuff, don't go off too far by yourself with them. Always be close to home. Don't be by yourself if you can. I don't know how you're going to tell it to them. But you got to tell your children something. You got to tell them something. At least introduce them to the books that can kind of, help you out. I'm sure they already see that racism is still alive. Hell, they know it's out there. You just got to use your common sense, and where your child is at and how much they can handle with this. Because at this point right here and stuff, everybody need to be telling everybody. It don't matter if you're going to faint or cry. It just tell them. Because we ain't got time for all of that and stuff. It's too late now. Everybody just need to know what the fuck it is. Watch your back when you're around white America. Pay attention to how white America, the culture, is treating our people. Because just because Sabrina is okay with your motherfucking ass, and you and Sabrina all out and y'all shopping and getting your nails done and shit like that. Meanwhile, Sabrina motherfucking daddy, cousin, uncle, brother, nephew, granddaddy out there terrorizing your people and stuff. Then by the time y'all ass done made it back, they sitting on the porch drinking tea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So see, we got to pay attention to what's been shown to us. We already know, some of us do, and some of us learning. You can't tell me you ain't learning too now. Hell, everybody learning. If you ain't learning at this point in time and you found yourself right here, honey, you got to do some mad catching up. You better not put on Beverly Hillbillies. You better not put on Andy Griffith. You don't need to put on Lifetime television. You don't need to put on nothing but black media. Because we is in dire straits right now. Yes, we're in dire straits right now. I don't know. We're in crisis mode. Yeah, we're in crisis mode. There ain't no going back now. You know, find yourself where you need to be at. Because if you stuck with white American stuff right here, ain't no telling what you going to be like. White folks are getting ready to put chips in everybody motherfucking ass and stuff, you know. You didn't want to choose Kamala, where you could at least been like, get your goddamn hands off of me. I don't want no motherfucking chip in my back. But now your ass chose, you know, Trump and stuff. We didn't. Some of us did, you know, a few of y'all did. Sabrina done told y'all ass, and Brad done told y'all motherfucking asses, made y'all asses think that Trump was for y'all. So y'all ass is the one that voted for Trump and stuff. You know, go on and stop lying about it and stuff, but it don't even matter because it is what it is. Your ass finna get it now. Show wheels. See how Sabrina gonna like those. Sabrina might fall out of love with y'all and shit. Once you just start hitting hard, yeah, all I can say is get your kids. Get your kids. Because you know, well, maybe you don't. When white folks get that rage in them, oh, honey, what I've been reading right here, when white folks get that rage in them, and see, black people ain't been going out there. No, honey, the 92% said they ain't going out there no more. Handle that on your own. The whole 4 years. Black women said they ain't going nowhere. So yeah, white folks, they begin to feel some type of way, I believe. You know, I have seen some videos that, yeah, you know, I didn't look at them and stuff. I did glance at the title. But yeah, that they kind of like unraveling and stuff out there because they ain't getting what they want. And they want black America to get your ass out there and fight for everybody but yourself. Don't they ass realize that hell, it's over. It is over. Done. Yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be. Ain't no fear mongering and stuff, you know, and I ain't trying to scare y'all and stuff like that. I just want you to be aware. Hell, at least your ass can be like, oh, I'm sure glad I was listening to Face and shit. And you pull out your portable, what's that electric thing, that portable jack that I've been talking about, the power station. Because the lights is out. You know, y'all, when we get some money, so y'all can go do this now if you want to. Go get you a 5-gallon jug like Lee Farmer did and stuff. He went to the grocery store and everything. And he showed what you put inside of your jug. Get one for you, your kids, your children. Get everybody one, get your husband one, you know. Get you 2 for each one of y'all and stuff. We just prepping. And you're going to get that 5-gallon jug. You're going to put some oatmeal in it or maybe a couple of waters, you know, something that's non-perishable. Some peaches and, you know, little stuff like that. And put it off in there and put that cap on and seal it up. I want to have a couple of them in the corner. Yes, honey. If somebody needs some Pampers and stuff, we'll go on and look at that third jug right there. You know, it should be a pamper or 2 off in there. I'm just saying. That's all I'm here for and stuff, so that we can know what to expect. As far as I know, I really don't even know. I'm just now really queuing in. Oh, it sure is a lot of we going on tonight. Y'all hear all that little noise and stuff? Where's my cat at? Because I don't think it's him. I think, yeah. But hey, everything is so in tune now, y'all. I can feel it. It's like what's really going on is like the earth has its own magnetic frequency. The earth got its own magnetic frequency. The birds, that's how the birds fly where they going and stuff. That's how the whales and the sharks and stuff, they use it to get where they going and stuff, fish and stuff like that. That's how life goes on and stuff. Well, what's being built, this 5G and all of the electronic, the technology and stuff like that, it's going against the natural magnetic frequency of the earth. Yeah, it's deep. I'm like, whoa, but I believe that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And not only that, on a spiritual level, what's happening is the cosmos is assisting us because we ain't able to do it yet. We too traumatized right now. We still too traumatized. The cosmos know this. The cosmos manifested us. Why wouldn't it know that we need some divine help right now? We need some divine help right now. And I'm so thankful to the cosmos because they still giving us a chance to right ourselves, to stand ourselves up. And they coming to assist us and stuff. I know they got HAARP out there, that machine that's doing fucking with the weather and stuff like that. I know that's out there. But even that ain't got nothing on the cosmos, baby. Even that, all of this ain't got nothing on the ethers. So Black America, you need to get your shit together. Decide whose side is your ass on. Because this is it right here, honey. Yes, this is it. Whatever this is going to be, you better find yourself on the right side. You don't find yourself on the right side of things, stuff. Honey, I don't know what's going to happen to you with white folks. All I know is I don't think you want to be with their ass right about now. I don't. And I'm just telling y'all, Black America, I ain't trying to scare you or nothing. But, honey, it's in the motherfucking books. Hell, I just found out and sat down here and started learning, and you started teaching me, and then I done started learning from Dr. George Fraser, Dr. What's her name? George Fraser, George DeGry, Francis Cress Wells, and we've been listening to all of them. Barbara Sizemore. I didn't know about all of them and stuff, not like I do now. So, I'm just like, shit, we gonna have to get our shit together. I know it's different. I know it's strange, but hell, it feels good to be able to say what you want to say about your own people. Because I ain't never thought nothing was wrong. I thought y'all ass was okay. I thought Black people was okay. I was that ignorant. I was that ignorant to my people, even after everything with Malcolm and Martin and stuff, and what little bit I did know. I didn't know that, we better keep our eyes on the prize and stuff. Hell, I thought our politicians and stuff like that, I thought they were doing their motherfucking jobs. Shit, I didn't know that motherfucking ass was letting a futuristic world slip right on by. Ain't nobody even stood up in there and said, hell no, give us some goddamn money for y'all bring Sophia and them motherfucking asses out here. How you gonna bring robotic dogs out here? Flying cars, humanoid robots. Oh, they got all kind of robots and stuff, y'all. I wrote it down too, honey. I seen like maybe 30 different types of robots and stuff. And I was like, whoa, we're gonna have to look up all of these motherfuckers. Yep. So we can know which one it is. Shit. Get you some walkie-talkies and stuff too for your pantry. Yeah, we're gonna have to get us a list and stuff. I don't know. At least be like shit, face. T800 coming around the block. I don't know. Hell, we're going to have to do something. Shit, they're going to be recording. Them robots going to be recording our asses. They're going to be taking pictures and shit. Yes, that's the world we finna be in now. And I'm like, damn. Hell, I should have finished high school. Shit, hell, I don't know. I probably would have been the only one in there cussing everybody goddamn ass out. How the fuck y'all set y'all ass up in here? Like you ain't got nieces and nephews, like your grandchildren. What's that one man named James Clyburn? Like your grandchildren. And they children, when they grow up and stuff, ain't gonna be affected by what's going on and stuff, by what y'all been sitting up in there allowing to happen. Oh yeah, I'm appalled. Yes, honey. I don't know who to cuss out first. Black folks or white folks sitting up there on that political beard. We should have crashed that beard years ago. Sure should have. We should have crashed that motherfucking black folks should have been jumping off. When we left the Republicans, we should have just got off the whole fucking vulture. What you gonna stay on it for? You ain't do nothing on it for yourself. We should at least have our own political party. Now we're gonna walk right on across over to the other side like it ain't got two wings. Just don't be a fool and a dummy. That's all I'm saying. Right now, somebody need to be telling they motherfucking ass right now, don't burn no more motherfucking money. What is you burning money for? See, they going to a cashless society, y'all. Ain't gonna be no more cash, no more coins, no more dimes, nickel, pennies, quarter. Nope. Gonna be all plastic and chips. Yep. The card. And then, people gonna have the chip where they can open the door and pay for their food and stuff. Oh, it's gonna be fucked up. Yep, that's what it's gonna be like for us and stuff. And it ain't for us. So if something not for you, then what that mean? It's against you. Yep, it's against you. So I'm like, well, damn, where's we gonna be at? In them smart cities. Yeah, white folks that gonna get our, I don't know, I just dawned on me, is they gonna get our numbers so small where they can put us in them smart cities they got over there and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what their plan is and stuff. I know y'all better wake up and figure it out. But yeah, we looking through a spiritual lens here. I'm Face the Nation. We on Bolden Unchained. We hear about black people. Talking about black people and what white folks done did to my people. And that's all I want to talk about too when I get to talking and stuff. That's why I sat down. Because y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. And now that you do know, is you telling your family and your friends and stuff? Is you really trying to see what Tommy motherfucking ass is really like? Huh? Is you finna go to Tommy motherfucking Facebook page now and look at some of his cousins? What is his friends like? His friends' friends. What is Tommy's great auntie like? Go look at their ass and look at their profile and see where is your child at with people now, with white people now, because things is happening. I didn't do it. I did not do none of this, and you didn't either. White folk just wasn't sincere. White folk just didn't really teach their kids and stuff to not be like this. What did the book say? They just refused to talk about it anymore. After they done sat there and murdered Elias, and Isaac, and Elmer. After they sat there and lynched them and stuff, and did all that to them, then they just decided, we just not going to talk about it no more. They didn't teach their babies about it either. They didn't teach them kids. They didn't teach them. Ain't nobody taught them, obviously, because this is happening all over the country now. It's like the Ku Klux Klan just done woke up again. I don't know, they just coming out again. Beats the hell out of me, shit. Y'all the one trusted in white folks. I did too, to a certain extent and stuff, but I just didn't know the hell it was still going on. Hell, I didn't. I didn't know it was still going on. They were still active like they are. Till a couple of years ago at one of them protests and stuff, and they came up in there and shot I think it was 5-7 people. I was at work. I didn't go out there to after work and stuff, but yeah. And then I'm finna say I be damned, but honey, I ain't damned. No, not Face the Nation. I'm on the right side this time. I've been damned all them years because I didn't know about my people. Now I know about my people. I'm not damned. Oh, no. You not damned. You not cursed. You not no sinner. Your babies ain't no sinner. No, your babies ain't no sinner. Somebody done had a big old beautiful baby tonight, 8 pounds and 1 ounce. That baby ain't no sinner. That our babies is not sinners. Stop believing them lies. That's what Dr. Ray Hagen's talking about. Them lies. Church doctrines. Y'all believing in this shit. I believed it too, yeah, because my mama did and stuff. Yeah, that's the only reason I just fuck it then. All right. But once I was just like, I don't believe in no more and stuff, that was it. That was it. And I didn't deny it and stuff. I sure didn't. I tried to explain it a little bit. But other than that, I can agree to disagree with my mama. Yep. And when I left, she still said, well, you know who you belong to. And I, yeah, you talking about that white man. I'm just saying, you know, but that was my mom and stuff, and that's what she believed in stuff. So, you know, I'm like, okay then, you know, and yeah. And I've been thinking about you too, Nadia, because I think I might have been a little bit too hard on you, but don't you bring your ass and nobody else. Don't come up in here talking about nobody that I love and that I look up to, because that's why I'm here. I'm not going to let you come up in here and talk about Dr. Ray Hagan. You ain't going to disrespect him. Nobody that's done taught me and done helped me along the way. You want to sit there and talk about my sister, you go do it with somebody else. You want to talk about my brother, you do it with somebody else, because you can't do it around me. I'm not going to handle this stuff. But, you know, yeah, if y'all don't do that and stuff, hey, I'm pretty cool. You know, I don't look for trouble and stuff like that, but I don't want y'all to be, you know, treat me like, oh, hell, that ain't shit. That just stays right there. Now, because I cuss your ass out. I will, and I go about my business. It don't make me no never mind. At this point in time, you wasting your time. Because I'm going to say what I got to say and keep on going and stuff. My ancestors told me, shit, let this shit roll right on off. Yeah. And that's it. Shit, we ain't got time for all the pettiness no more. It's too many of us out here and stuff. If something don't suit you over here, carry your ass over there and get it where it'll resonate with you. Shit, we so against each other with everything and stuff. White folks, they all honey. We just heard them say they've been planning for decades and stuff on us, y'all. They got stuff they've been doing for, you know, since the 80s. Yep. It's like, you know, like our old fights like police brutality. You know, we still fighting police brutality. Police brutality still ain't got no national action. Why? Why? Why ain't nobody gave, well, we got one. Sister Danette Chavis, National Action Against Police Brutality. Why ain't nobody took it up and help put that out there like police brutality is a local problem and stuff? You know, I'm just like, damn, is folks really trying to help us? You know, because it sure don't seem like it. I'm like, damn shit. You know more than we know that the Black Panther Party meant for us to be patrolling our own communities. And your ass still ain't helped us do it. I'm just saying, 20, 30 years and shit, and you still ain't helped us do nothing. Now we can't even say we don't want robot dogs in our neighborhood. No, they been take the regular police out. You been have robot dogs in your neighborhoods and stuff. It might be some crazy shit here. Sophia might be walking their asses. I don't know. But let's get the copyright disclaimer out the way. I'm trying to think myself, what does all of this mean? It's different for me. I didn't know it was going to be like the Jetsons. I thought, you know, everything was okay and stuff. I didn't know everything was the truth. Everything they were putting in movies and stuff was true. So whatever y'all know and you understand about movies, you better start telling us. You sure better see. I didn't look at Star Wars and stuff like that. I didn't really get into them, you know, but it's something to all of that. You know, if y'all was watching stuff, you better let us know. That movie like The V, I liked that movie, The V. In the 80s and stuff, They Live, all that kind of shit like that. You were watching that stuff, I don't know. You tell me, what does all of that mean? Because hell, I'm just like shit. All I got to say at the end of the day is have black babies and heal black people. That's why we're here. Yeah, that's why we're here. You can't keep procreating with everybody, Black America. You're going to have to set your ass down. Calm your ass down. So you can, you know, get in a position to meet another black person that you resonate with. But all this frantic, irrational, illogical ass shit, you're going to have to sit down from all of that. Carry your ass to work, wherever you got to go and stuff. If you ain't met that black person, take your ass home and try another day. I know everybody going to fall in love with who everybody going to fall in love with, but something got to take precedence over, you know, the feelings and emotions right now. And right now, our lineage is at stake. Our lineage is at stake. Dr. Francis Cresswell said white folk were worried about their genetic survival. And now look at us. We need to be thinking about our genetic survival. We need to be thinking, who the hell gonna have black babies if we ain't, really having black babies like we used to and stuff. That it's done decreased, I'm sure. And the way white folks and the media and stuff is promoting interracial dating and shit, and then sister trying to make it seem like, oh, I got to save you. Y'all don't worry about nothing. No, to care, kick that dough in on your ass. Yeah, sister, you thought you had Brad. Yeah, how come y'all black people didn't know? We've been playing y'all ass all along. See, you can't see it. You can't see it. Sabrina standing her timid ass over there. Karen, stop. Don't do him, Brad. Don't do him like that. It's all that timid ass shit. Then, yeah. So, it don't look good to me. It do not look good to me. I'm like, damn, is everybody finna be a damsel in distress? Is everybody finna be a damsel in distress now? Cause you're gonna have to come out of all of that. Yeah, you're gonna have to, I don't know if you finna run from Sophia, if you finna fight Karen. I don't know. But you're gonna come out that wig, them shoes, them long lashes and stuff. I don't know about your nails. They're gonna pop off anyway, shit, soon you ball your fist up to fight back. Things is getting difficult now. We gotta evolve too. Shit, that's all I see is chaos. That's all I see is chaos, y'all, that's being built up for us. Yep. Everybody don't care. People, that's something I done seem to realize. People don't care if they finna suffer. Shit, you think folks give a damn if they finna suffer? Long as black people get it. Long as black people get it. It's like they just gleefully just waiting. Trying to drag you out in the street right now to protest for King Alfred playing. Yeah, take your ass out there if you want to. They finna come for your ass, the King Alfred playing. Yep, they just waiting on you to come out there. What took you so long? I don't know how it's gonna pop off. Everybody gonna be protesting and walking down the street and stuff. Then I don't know if they're gonna get you over that hill or around that curve. But honey, when they do and you out of sight of everybody else and stuff, they finna whoop your ass. And then when the police come and stuff, the police gonna beat your ass too and take you on to jail and stuff. The King Alfred plan. Yep, the King Alfred plan. But I don't know, shit. I'm just asking you. I'm asking y'all, is this what y'all see going on? Now, if you see something totally different, then you tell me. Cause shit, it ain't for nothing. Now, I don't know who watching us. I don't know the multiverse. I don't know the creator. Cosmic energy. Well, we know it's 300 different ET races up there. They all from different planets and stuff. Yeah, I can't say which one of them is watching us. The Pleiadians, Anunnaki, the Greys. I don't know, but if your ass see one of them aliens and stuff, don't you run. The fuck you gonna run for? Ask them some questions. You see some aliens. It don't matter which ones they is and stuff. If you just, just be into a zone or something like that, and then you start focusing and stuff, you might be sitting on your porch or something in the dust. It's the sun going down and stuff, and you look through the trees and stuff, and you see something over there look gray. It really looked like it was shining with some big old black eyes, bigger than this mouse right here, this computer mouse, and you looked at it and it was an alien and stuff. You better not run your ass in the house. You better ask them some questions. You ask them some questions, and did they come to get white folks for what they've done to black people? That's the only reason anybody coming back, to avenge black people. That's the reason the aliens is coming here, in my opinion. Somebody will see this and be like, Face, that don't make no damn sense. When they come, like Independence Day, so they finna kill everybody. No, that ain't even true. That ain't even true. When they come, I hope I see them first. I hope I be the first one to see them so I can ask them, ooh, y'all made it before Malcolm then? Well, where you going, white folks? That's who you come for, right? We got to do this. We're not the only ones here. Okay? All the bullshit white folks done told us that everything was a lie. Everything was a lie and stuff. The holograms and stuff they gonna put up and stuff, it might be a hologram. If the alien don't say nothing back to you, or if it don't let you, if it don't communicate with you, even if it blink its eyes, that don't mean shit. A hologram will blink its eyes too. I'm just saying, Black America, we are more powerful than you thought. Okay? So yeah, when your Bible taught you that you ain't got no spirit of fear, see, that's what it means. You ain't got no spirit of fear. Ain't no need being scared and shit. Hell, white folks done did everything that they did to our ancestors. This right here is for you. This awakening right here, this reawakening. We in a reawakening, y'all. And I just learned about the first awakening, 4 months ago? Wow, see how fast it's moving? Let me see, November, December, January, February, March. 4 months ago, I learned about the first awakening. And now, we're in another awakening. See how I just told y'all, it's moving fast. Let me get the copyright disclaimer out the way, because we'll be here for a while. Man, copyright disclaimer on the 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Yeah, we just read that because we have to. That's what they say, to read this. I mean, we wanna do the right thing and stuff while we can, because at some point we're not gonna have the internet where we can just talk to each other and learn things and talk about stuff and I can show y'all shit that I've been finding stuff. Look at all that artificial robots. You got Spot by Boston Dynamics, Optimus by Tesla, Digit by Agility Robots, Raise AI by AGI Bot, Figure 02 by Figure AI. All these damn robots and stuff, we won't have technology so we can talk and tell each other what's going on and stuff like that. So we're going to have to elevate our minds now. Detox our bodies and minds right now. Yeah, I need to be able to get this pantry going and stuff. We need our pantries, y'all. We need to get where we okay fast and not eating all the time and stuff, especially our babies. Our babies going to throw a fit when they realize they can't eat 3-4 times a day no more. But we ain't going to be able to and stuff. You're going to have to start weaning them. Just let them know. Shit, they smart enough now. Let them know. Baby, we going into a whole new time right now for Black people. It's going to get real, real hard for us like it used to be for our ancestors. And we ain't going to be able to eat like we used to no more and stuff. So can you practice fasting? Eat only when you really need to. I don't know how you going to tell it to them. Because they're going to storm out the house and shut the door. I can't eat no more. They going to do it. So don't your ass get mad at them. Shit, you the one that sit up there and let them eat all them Cheetos and cupcakes and ding-dongs and stuff. I'm just saying, and all that stuff contaminated anyway, y'all. Yeah, I don't know what to eat. Sure don't, honey. But anyway, I guess we'll just start reading and stuff. Let's give some shouts out and stuff, because that was a lot, wasn't it? Honey. Hey, how you doing? Oh, thank y'all so much. It's so good to see you, Vanta. It is so good to see you. I know, just like Willy Wonka. Yeah, I never watched it, Willy Wonka, either. No, that was my best friend when I was a young girl. That was her favorite movie, but I'm not getting into that shit here. I see you in 2 hours. Hell, yeah, I guess it was 2 hours. It seemed like it. I never watched Willy Wonka. I don't know, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. Uh-huh. Yeah, but that's why we pray, at least if knowing emotionally broken, pray for better behavior, but to be bold so you won't fear. Yep. Uh-huh. I know that's right. You have a baby with me. I will, Zabu. Yeah, we gotta keep telling us what's happening and stuff. Yeah, take you some notes. That's wonderful. I know, and give me some knowledge too, because I be doing my research too. I'm learning too. We here for each other until we can't be here no more. But after this right here, y'all, we gonna have a elevated mindset. Yeah, we could go ahead and maximize this right here because my ancestors say I just need 2 people in here, me and you, and then I can start because they know I'd rather be out talking to my people that I meet and come in contact with. But the ancestors were like, no, your ass already late. Sit your ass down and read. So that's why I read and stuff, to help my people and stuff, because I do have to make my amends to us because I failed us. Yeah, I failed us, y'all. I failed everybody and stuff. I ain't know nothing about my people. So, this right here is me, righting my wrongs and stuff for my people. That's what I'm doing here and stuff. I feel like, we don't know why we fucked up. So I'm going to tell us. Yeah, I'm going to tell us. I'm being fair, though, I'm being fair. And actually, the ancestors, the one gave me the book to start with. Read something. I'd have been here reading y'all ass Helen Keller. Shit, y'all ass would have been crying over Helen motherfucking ass. Because, Helen, she was blind and deaf. But Helen was all right, though. She was well cared for. Hell, they used to sit there and let Helen just wail out on them little slave kids. But because they couldn't do nothing with it, she just, being entrapped in that darkness, But she knew when she felt them little black kids, I guess she knew by their body stature and, of course, by their hair, and she would just wail out on them little slave kids and stuff. We'd have been saying, y'all ass would have been crying over hell and motherfucking ass. But the ancestors were like, no, just start with Red Summer. So that's what we started with, to see what's going on with Black America so I can know what's wrong with Black America. And I didn't know none of this. But now that I am learning it, this is what's wrong with us. This is why Black America will never come together. Because we know once we build something, white folks finna tear it down. White folks finna come for you. When you try to build up your empire, you build your little small, masterpiece and stuff, but you better not build no huge empire like you did with Black Wall Streets and stuff. And that's why we don't come together. Stop acting dumb like we don't know. I hear it all the time and stuff. Why come Black folks won't come together? You know why Black people won't come together. Don't treat me like I'm dumb now. But see, I know now. I know why Black people won't come together. What I'm wondering is why the fuck y'all ain't told us? Why the fuck y'all ain't told us this why we so fucked up with each other? We can't get along together and stuff. We can't even look at each other and stuff. I done finally found out how we can finally talk to each other and break through to each other. You're gonna have to go over there and ask sister what's her favorite song. It's just 4 words. I don't know if you're gonna do it in passing. If you're gonna go up to her singing and stuff, and jam and be like, what's your favorite song? I don't know. But we got to start talking to us and stuff. And music is the key. Everybody love music. Everybody got a favorite song. Yeah. Right now stuff, we really can't get along together. Even more now. It's like a lot of Black folks really feel like I'll be safer with white folks. It's Black folks done hurt me the most. Yeah, that's true though. And I just be feeling like, wow, we really don't know. We don't, because you're not my enemy. I'm not your enemy. No, it's just like we really believe that shit. We want to go to heaven with white folks. We can't go to heaven with white folks. Yep, that's all. I guess that's the third thing that I want y'all to know and stuff. Hopefully you'll get that on your own. Hopefully you'll get that on your own. Because if you still want to go to heaven, carry your ass on up there then. Carry your ass on up there. But I will say to my people and stuff, have Black babies and heal your people. You creative, you brave, you smart. Hell, you see her every day. You see brother every day. Hell, he might be hungry. I don't know. His shoes might be too tight. Just try to be a little bit more empathetic with him and stuff. With us. You can be gentle with us too and be gentle with yourself now, Black America. Because after this right here and stuff, we're going to find ourselves in a whole new, time frame and stuff. And I don't want us to be the ones that's, lost and out there and stuff. We won't have nothing. Because we already ain't got nothing. But at least if we get our little, our gardens going and stuff like that, and we get our little homestead. I want me a homestead. Yeah. I want to be able to throw me a potato out the front and a onion out the back. Yes, honey. I know that's right, shit. I might throw a vegetable out each winter, shit. Yeah, I don't care what side you look out on. You're going to see some food growing outside. Anybody thought, I'm hungry and shit. Go on out there and pick you a carrot, a bell pepper. Look over there, get you a tomato. Go home and cook you a stir fry. You don't need no meat. And then other people and stuff that's got a house and stuff, if you in the city limits, you can have chickens. Get you 2 or 3 chickens and stuff. And, that way you'll have eggs and stuff. And you can go down the street and be like, yeah, let me get something out of your garden. I got you a dozen of eggs right here. I don't know how you're going to do it, Black America, but just start doing it. Those of you got that sewing machine and you at it. Been up there all this time and stuff. Honey, get that sewing machine out and get to work on that sewing machine. Get your channel going and stuff. Because, see, I love to sew. I think I can remember how to sew if I had my own sewing machine again. See, we're going to have to start doing stuff like that and stuff. Making blankets. Your habit is making blankets and stuff. You be going to that arts and crafts and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, Hobby Lobby. Honey, Hobby Lobby was on the list for donating to Trump and Project 2025 and or. Some of them donated to Trump and stuff. Some of them donated to Project 2025 stuff. But yeah, Hobby Lobby did too. So possibly find you another place and go just stock up on your yarn, your needles and thread and stuff like that. Whatever your skill is. And if you got more than one skill and stuff, you're supposed to go get your stuff, your tools and stuff. Because we're going to need all of our resources for us. Yeah, I build my own homestead. See, the ancestors let me know, yeah, I'll get out there and build my own homestead and stuff. I sure will. Shit, I ain't playing with these white folks and stuff. I ain't going up in nobody's bunker. Sure ain't, not me. No, you ain't finna get me up in nobody's bunker. And I advise y'all not to go either. We'll take our chances right out here together. Ain't nobody finna have us nowhere where they finna have us in the dark, in some bunkers, eating on us. No, we'll take our chances out here. Yeah, we'll take our chances out here and stuff. Farrakhan them. Somebody, hopefully they got us some bunkers somewhere and stuff for the old folks and the children anyway. For the old folks and the children. I don't know what it's going to be like. Could be like the Terminator. When the robots really get in the thick of things. Why can't you see that shit? I'm like, damn, white folks just really don't want to be, part of life no more. They don't want to be human no more or mankind no more. I don't know. You tell me. Shit, all they got to do is ask me. And I'll let them know, yeah, I said everything that you heard me say. That was me. Now, what do you got to say? Can you tell us the truth? Can you tell us the truth? Because when I see that first alien, I'm going to ask them anyway, did you hear for white folks? What they did about black people? I sure am. Honey, ain't nobody coming back but the ones that's coming back for black people. For what's done happened to black people. It's been too traumatic. It's too big. It's the greatest. Right here in America, it's the greatest. I would say it's the greatest Holocaust in the world because it ain't never had no atonement. It ain't never had no atonement for it. It just, like white folks said about in Duluth and stuff, just don't talk about it. They just forgot about it and just covered it up with dirt and clothes and stuff like that, And now, the whole world is on fire about this. I know it seemed like a lot of stuff happened before this, but because of this, everything else just compounded. Everything else just compounded. This right here is why we see the world fucked up today. Yeah. The whole world, America, taking accountability for this right here. White folks being sincere and facing this and getting healing for themselves and righting this wrong. It would have put out a different frequency in America. Therefore, the different frequency in the rest of the world. Like the ripple. That's what I think anyway. But I quit school in 11th grade. So hell, who am I to say? Because I want to tell all my teachers anyway and shit, why y'all ass didn't teach me nothing? Out of all the students in the classroom, You know, I was the main one that loved to read. You know that. Why you ain't never just take me to the library? Because, then and stuff, you didn't want to go to the library. So you just didn't go to the library. The library was just for white folks and stuff. It was like unwelcome. But that's water under the bridge and stuff. I don't even know if them folks are still alive. But if they is, and they ever see this, I would like to ask all of them, why y'all didn't at least just, be straight up with us and stuff? You could at least had a weekend school, Miss Deborah. But I don't want to blame them and stuff because, once I lost my book and stuff, I just didn't really care anyway. Once I lost that book and stuff, once I lost that Roots book, I think I just was looking for any and everything then. And that was my downfall and stuff. That was my fault. And, and I was upset with my family too. Because to me, we got to give our children the knowledge. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. I don't care what else you give them. It ain't enough to hold their focus and their attention. That's why our babies is out here restless now. They restless like a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, do these babies ever sit down? And they so weak-minded. They is so weak-minded. I'm like, now, if that child can't open that soda, if that baby can't open that soda can, I'm finna be mad as hell about it. Because you're damn near 13 years old. You can't even hold a can. Can't even hold a can like it's a can. Black America. So, we got to give our babies what they need for their minds. All this old bullshit. And now they done gave them the technology and stuff. They really ain't learning nothing now. They ain't even going to know how to hold a fork. These kids ain't going to know how to hold a fork. I wish I had a fork. I wish I had one in my sock, but I don't. Yeah, I would show you how they would be holding a fork. Because we letting them go. We letting them go. And they know it. At some level, they know that black folks, my mama, my grandmama, they are all they ass scared of white folks. I wish they just tell y'all too. Yep, I wish they start getting on their podcast. Yeah, I know y'all let us get like this. Ain't never stood up for us and stuff because y'all scared of what white folks gonna say. And what white folks how they gonna treat us and stuff. And then let us know, but fuck that shit. Let's tell the truth what's going on with us as a people. But see, don't nobody want to do that and stuff. So face shut the hell up and stuff. I'm not. I'm just keep talking to the ones that's ready. And they want to at least let their babies know. Shit, somebody tell your babies and shit be on your babies in school and shit. And your baby let it out. So you trying to do me like your ancestors did my ancestors? Is that what you trying to do, Sabrina? Because if that's the case, then we could do that right here, right now, Sabrina. If that's what you trying to do. Yeah, that's all I want. Just let your babies know. Let your babies know. Oh, you think it's going to be me sneaking to the Underground Railroad on you, Sabrina? Instead of they sitting up here getting themselves trapped in these spaces with white kids that don't like them, can't stand them. Same thing we went through in school and stuff. Yep, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. But I like to go into school and stuff, it didn't teach me shit, wasting my motherfucking time. And then I didn't graduate. So, I really feel, some type of way. I really feel some type of way about it because it just wastes our whole life. Not only mine, but my friends too, even those that graduated and stuff. And got good jobs and stuff like that. And some of them went to college and stuff. And some of them reached that financial pinnacle, where they were successful. Some of them got degrees and stuff. I don't know them because they moved away and stuff, after all that and stuff. But still, they part of the family, the community and stuff. We don't hardly ever see them no more probably. But ain't nobody seen me in like 20, 25 years either. I'm just saying, it's different for everybody and stuff. I just wish that we wouldn't sacrifice us and forget about us, with everything. We just forget about us with everything. And now we ain't even got nothing. I was looking for this right here the other day. Yeah, I was listening to somebody and they was They were saying we need schools and banks and hospitals and clinics. And I wrote down my own stuff too. And general stores, we need daycares and groceries and gas stations and auto stores. Cause honey, AutoZone and stuff, all of them folks, yeah, they signed with Trump and Project 2025. Yes. So I don't know. I guess it'll be a short space, since all of this is coming about, and maybe like the next 30 to 90 days, 30 to 60 days, maybe the next 30 days, run and get your stuff that you need to get up out of there. You better take your $200 and go get whatever you need up out of Hobby Lobby, whatever you need up out of AutoZone and stuff, stack up on your oils and your fluids and stuff like that. Because, yeah, we leaving these people alone. Be gentle with yourself and give yourself permission to go in there and get what you need to get, if that's the only place you can get it. Now, we ain't got no black places where we can go get our necessities and stuff like that. So, if you do got to go to Target and spend that last gift card, because I got one. Yeah, I got a gift card. I'm going to go up there and spend it too. I sure am, honey. And be done with them after that. But at least make sure you get your pantry and you start prepping and stuff. And y'all, I think I overwater my garlic and my onion too. But I'm gonna keep trying this stuff. So yeah, give yourself permission to go get what you need to get, so that you can start at least at home. And you're gonna have your books. I always start on your library and stuff, because when it ain't nothing else to do, we can talk, we can read, we can learn, we can study. And then we come together as one at home, you and your family, and everybody at home and stuff, then you can access that power within you as a family structure. And see, this is where telepathically, we're going to have to be able to send, them powerful thoughts and them well wishes to each other by thought. Because we won't be able to pick up, and do this, or, get on the phone and, hey, Faze, what the hell up, and stuff like that. We won't be able to and stuff. So we're going to have to telepathically, send us those upshots that we're going to need. And I ain't trying to say nothing about the shots and stuff, but, yeah, we're going to have to do stuff like that, because things is going to get to a point where it's going to be critical, and we ain't really going to know what's going on for a minute there, but we're going to have to stay in touch with each other. So, yeah, this fasting and stuff, because we running out of food, we're going to have to start rationing food. Well, y'all is. Because it's just me, pretty much. But you're going to have to start rationing your food and stuff. But look at that as a good thing, because you fasting. And it's I think it's called intermittent fasting at first. Because you just eating because, hell, you out all day. You ain't eating because you out all day. You ain't eating because, hell, you ain't been to the grocery store. You ain't eating for whatever reason. So, you might go 4, 6, 8 hours and skip the whole day without eating. That's like intermittent fasting. You just did it. It just happened. But when you intentionally fast, then, you want to be focused with it and stuff. So just look at it like you're doing some little fasting. And don't feel bad about it and stuff. When you get hungry and stuff like that, drink you a little water, because get you a juicer too. So you can be juicing and stuff. Because fasting, once you fast and stuff, your body starts healing. Fasting heals your body. Yeah, fasting heals our body. We really not even supposed to be eating meat. I'm cutting meat out. I still eat some every now and then. I get like below 119 pounds. Oh, yeah, I be eating chicken and, yeah. I eat me some chicken and some hamburger helper. Yeah, I be eating some meat then. But I'm trying to not eat meat. It's got so much carcinogens in it and stuff. So y'all just be careful and do what you got to do for you. The meat and stuff, it's got slime in it. They put slime in the hamburger meat. Yeah, and that meat glue. Some of that meat y'all be getting and stuff, and you think that's the vein in it. That's glue. It's meat glue. Hell, I don't know. They just took the pieces of the meat, the scraps, and just glued them together. And after a while, it's set like that. Because that glue, when it hardens and stuff, you probably think it's a bone or something, I don't know, or the vein, the gristle. But it's not, it's glue. It's meat glue. So I'm just like, whoa, I can do without all that shit. And then, you know, Dr. Yaki said we're supposed to be eating fruits and vegetables anyway. And I got me a juicer too. So, you know, yeah, I want to, we are fruitarians, y'all. We ain't supposed to be eating meat. You know, that's for carnivores and stuff. We ain't even supposed to be eating like we eating. We not. We eating like white folks. Yeah. Yeah, just eating like white folks, eating anything stuff. Most stuff we eating don't even agree with us. And we doing it because of white folks. White folks got us eating like this. You know, it don't hurt them. But you see, they just as unhealthy too. Ooh, they don't age well, I tell you that. I can literally see they live when I be looking at them. I can literally see they live when I be looking at them and stuff, you know. But I'm just saying, what they eat and stuff, you know, is okay for them, but it ain't okay for us. Like the milk. You ain't supposed to be drinking milk, black people. After you reach your toddler age, you done with milk. You done with milk. You don't need milk no more. But white folks, they got us drinking cow milk. That's for a 2,000-pound cow. And you get that big old glass of milk and drink it all down, and it ain't nothing but pus and blood. I know. I seen the video of it on YouTube with pus and blood. But see, they cleaned that milk up. And it looked just pure white. And got the little bubbles on top of it and stuff. And you think that's a good thing, think it's healthy for you. Milk ain't even got no nutritious value. I asked the doctor once. I was like, so milk ain't really got no nutritional value for us, for my people. It's actually kind of deadly, if you ask me. I ain't got no medical none, but I know from what I read and stuff, shit, milk is like shit. If you can't get that gas out, after you done sat there and drunk 2 whole glasses of milk, and you can't get that gas out one way or the other, shit, it might go right up to your heart and butt. Milk. You ain't supposed to be drinking that milk and stuff. And even if it don't come out one way or the other right then and there, because I had somebody tell me, no, that ain't what happened, Face. I'm fine with milk. I love milk. I drink milk every day. It don't do nothing to me. Till your ass go to sleep. Until you go to sleep and your body done got calm and you resting good and yeah, and you done got warm and you done settled into your sleep instead of you don't even know. You might smell it, but you might wake your ass up. I don't know. But yeah, that's when your body is firing off. Because that milk, it's like, you know, that shit ain't for us. You know, so I'm just like, all them foods and stuff, cheese and milk, them is mucus forming foods. I want to talk to y'all about this sometime too. You know, them foods and stuff, because I'm like, shit, I can do without all of that. Sure can. Yeah. But, you know, yeah, we're going to read, though, tonight, y'all. Hopefully we'll finish this book tonight. I think so. We'll see. Because, you know, it gets real touchy up in there and stuff. But I'm handling it well, I think. Yeah. For this being my first time. And see, I ain't read these books. I have not even read these books before and stuff. This one right here is not mine. This is the Lynchings in Duluth. First, we read Red Summer, the summer of 1919 and the awakening of Black America. This is our Bible, y'all. Before I forget to tell y'all, this is our Black Bible right here. I know you want to keep your Quran and your Yahweh and Yahushua, and that's fine. You keep them if you want to. And you keep your Bible too. I bought a Bible at the dollar store. And it's the New Testament. Maybe I'll get a real one. And then we'll have all the same scriptures. Because we're going to go through them and stuff. So you keep your white man Bible if you want to. This book, it is about us. But it's not ours. This right here got to be our Bible to help us, you know, heal ourselves. This Bible right here, this Bible right here is not going to heal us. I don't care what you do. I don't care. It's not going to heal us. It ain't healed you yet. Stop lying to yourself. Now you got 2 books. Be grateful. Now you got 2 books. You got the one that your heart loves. Your heart love you. Your heart love this. And you ain't got to get rid of it. You can keep it. I agree to disagree right there. You can keep it. But you must pick up Black People Bible. It's called, I read something about Cameron McWhirter. Any one of them. We read this one. Then we read Racial Violence in Kentucky, 1865 to 1940. That was like, damn, as soon as my ancestors stepped off the plantation, y'all asses, white folks started chasing them down. It's in the movie Jane Pittman on YouTube. It's in the movie too. But that book, Racial Violence in Kentucky, 1865 to 1940. And then the movie in Jane Pittman, when they left the plantations and they was in that barn and everybody fell asleep and stuff, because they was all talking and stuff, and they felt safe and stuff. They left without any trouble. But next thing they knew, white folks just came in there and killed everybody, the baby too. Jane Pittman lived, and that little boy, because she hid him. But, it's like, wow, it started as soon as my ancestors walked off the plantation. That's when it started on us and stuff. So I feel like, we ain't never got away from them. They ain't never left us alone. It was actually worse, if that could even be possible, for my ancestors after slavery. How? How could all of that happen and I not know? But I see, because I failed myself. And my school did too. My teachers did too. My teachers knew. Everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody knew that was my favorite book, Roots Hill. It wasn't but 400 people in the town. Well, it probably was a few more, but it was a little small hick town, and I'm sure they knew. All they had to do was give me the right book to keep my mind focused. And that's what I wholeheartedly believe, that we got to give our babies the right knowledge. Us. That's what they need. That's why they're restless. They physically restless, mentally restless, spiritually restless. You can't get them to go to church. They'll fight you. Try to make them babies go to church and stuff. And then those of ours that do go to church and stuff, they've been indoctrinated. They believe in the same old lies your ass believe. So I say, Black people, you might well call on everybody. And stuff. Everybody going, all y'all going to heaven, ain't you? I mean, I'm just saying, your higher power is taking everybody to heaven. It seems like everybody's higher power is taking everybody to heaven. Maybe I'm the only one that see it like that. I don't know. But I'm just saying, why? Why? Take us. Make us think we got to go to heaven. It's only heaven and hell. Because that's not true. After what I'm reading right here, it don't make no sense for Black people to go to heaven. Why would you trap yourself in heaven with white folks? Do you really think white folks going to be any more sane in heaven with you, Black people? And then your God. What your God going to do? Forgive white folks for what they did to your ancestors. Forgive white folks for what they did during your lifetime, because you ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing. Your people still ain't got nothing. You still on the bottom. So God gonna forgive all of that and let y'all just come up to heaven. Your higher power gonna do that. Where the loyalty to you then? So you still being put second and don't even know it. Yeah, you still being put second, treated like a stepchild and don't even know it. That's because we don't think. That's what religion did. Dr. Ray Hagins broke it down and told us. I wrote it in notes. Religion, it stops your thought processes. You cannot think critically. That's what he said. And you can't. I think I broke mine some years ago. I don't even think about, being with white folks no more. I'm sick of being with white folks. I think integration was the worst thing ever that could have ever happened to us. I wonder why come white folks that claim to love Black people so much and stuff, why don't they just tell Black people, I think y'all should just get away from us. Like on the movies and stuff, when you see like the vampire getting ready to change, but he really loved the girl that he finna fuck her up and kill her. But he really loved her, and his eyes is changing, and his ears and stuff like that. And he'll tell her, run, you better run now. And she don't know what's going on. Michael Jackson portrayed it in Thriller. Yep, he portrayed it in Thriller. And, and he was like, run, telling her to get away and stuff. Why white folks won't tell us that? They literally gonna change in front of us. Are we literally finna see what my ancestors seen? Because, yeah, I can handle it. I don't know about you. But I can handle it because I know John Hartfield seen it. I know Maurice May seen it. Jesse Thornton. Willie Brown. I know they seen it. If they could have only told us, you the devil, I'm telling my people. But they couldn't. If they could tell us now, they would. Ain't no Satan. No, we right here. We right here with them. Yeah, hell, that lake of fire that you so scared of. And I know y'all still gonna be like, I'm still going to heaven and stuff, and that's fine. You take as much time as you need to wrap your mind around it when you get these Bibles. And this right here need to be the first one you get. Then you just look them all up and stuff, and you go get your Bibles and you start reading. Don't you get this right here to these babies. You get them something like this right here, a children's book. The story of Harriet Tubman. Harriet saved everybody. Harriet didn't care where she was at. She saved her people. And, this right here is your lake of fire, Black America. Yeah, I just want you to wake up. I just want us to know the truth. This right here is our lake of fire that you're so terrified of. That's Willie Brown. There's your Jesus right there. That's our Jesus right there, Willie Brown there. All of them. Jesse Thornton, John Hartfield. Yeah. Jim Grant. Yeah, Maurice Mays. Yeah, LQ. LQ Ivy. I just learned about LQ from our brother Julian. And they piled so much wood up on LQ and just burned him to ashes, y'all. 17 years old. White folks. Piled wood around him and just set it on fire and stuff. And they had him chained by his neck, but they had him roped by his hands and his feet. And he had kicked his feet loose. And his hands, I guess, had kicked him loose from the rope. And he was trying to run from the fire, but his neck was still caught. And white folks were just laughing and cheering and stuff. I wrote the story down. I'll read it sometime. I'm going to tell it when I learn it. But it's like, it's like that doesn't never vanish. That don't never go away from nobody, especially sometimes. Hell, if white folks done had any healing, any therapy from this, they would have told us. They would have been glad to let us know. Well, yeah, we made change, and we've been getting therapy, and we're dealing with ourselves. We're working on ourselves, Black America. You don't have to worry about us ever being like our ancestors was, because we going to therapy and we're addressing it. We're talking about it. And we know that you should be on your own and away from us. That's how we would know that they being sincere with us, because they would own up to this. And they would go ahead and tell it. Go on and let it out the bag. Yeah, when I was about 12 years old and I was playing around in the attic and I opened up the chest and I saw a whole bunch of handcuffs. And they were different sizes. Because your damn great-granddaddy was a slave master. And they had the handcuffs. Then they had pictures that they took. So see, just because they didn't show that to Sabrina, don't mean the rest of them don't know. All this hatred that's still going on, white people out here, ain't been no sincerity for my people. So now I feel like I don't owe white folks no allegiance, no concern, no loyalty, no forgiveness, no mercy. When the cosmos and the ancestors and the spiritual team show themselves, oh, I'm getting out the way. I might point, there they go right there. There they go right there. I sure will. For my ancestors. Somebody got to make this right. Somebody got to pay for everything that was done. And y'all see that wood right there. Y'all see them planks of wood? The same wood, y'all. Oh, and then I just learned that black women were fainting and crying, throwing up on the movie The Passion of the Christ. I ain't never seen The Passion of the Christ. You know the Jesus Christ movie. Passion of the Christ. When it came out in theaters, black women in there throwing up, crying and shit. Faint. Just indoctrinated. Just done fell in love with white folks. Just done fell in love with the whole idiotic relationship, toxic ass relationship with white folks. You can't even see yourself without white people. I don't believe black people can see themselves without white people. It's like you can't even imagine. Oh no, face, I can't live. I can't do that. I can't live my life without white folks. I'm gonna need some shoes. Gotta break that mindset we got. And I'm just saying, about going to heaven, and then we finna read. About going to heaven, I don't know who lying. Between all of y'all and y'all higher power, I think all of y'all need to be talking to each other about your higher power. Hey, I don't want none of them. I don't want neither one of them. I'm just gonna learn about them for the sake of learning. Because I ain't going to heaven with none of y'all in your higher power. Now with white folks, I'm not. Hell no, you won't get me up there in no pearly, talking about pearly white gate. Well, come on into the. He gonna take me to his daddy. So Jesus gonna take me to God behind some pearly white gates. That's the story. That's what we learned at 6 years old in church. So what you were for? You always trying to brag on yourself and stuff. You act like that's something to be proud of. I was in church. I learned it when I was 4 years old. So, I'm just saying, be sure where you want to go. Because you're going to be there forever and ever and ever and ever. Ain't that what they say? Well, you're going to be in heaven forever. And you won't be hungry and you won't be hurt. That's for white folks. That's for white folks. How can you dare believe white folks mean anything different for you, Black America? In heaven. If that's the case here, why don't they just give it to you now? I mean, I'm just saying, think. We got to start thinking. We got to start elevating our mindset. We got to start greeting each other differently. All this, hey, how you doing? Good morning. No, fuck all that shit. We ain't doing that no more. This is allegedly 2025. Good day. Peace. Shalom. That's what Sister Vicky said. Somebody else said it the other night too. Y'all teach us. Teach each other and stuff. The new greetings that we gonna need. I kind of feel like good day. How you thinking? Shit, how is we thinking today? But we got to get there first. But anyway, I just want to say about your religions and stuff. Y'all need to talk to each other about y'all religions because all of y'all need to decide if you really want to be in heaven with white folks. White folks ain't had no therapy. You ain't had no healing. You can't even deal with white folks. And I'm just saying, for your higher power to forgive all of this and put you in heaven with white folks, and you ain't got no justice here. Black people ain't had no justice on earth. And that's okay with you. That's okay with you. Emmett Till didn't get no justice here on earth. You know it. Malcolm didn't get no justice. Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, Mark Clark. Didn't nobody get no justice. But that's okay with you as long as you can go to heaven with white folks. Because God gonna make it right. So I'm saying, get the book and start reading. Because right here, and this is my last point on this, hopefully, in this book right here. William Joseph Simmons. He revived the Ku Klux Klan in 1919, y'all. Yep, he was an ex-Methodist preacher. He was a preacher. I thought he was a failure and stuff, but he was actually a colonel in one of the wars and stuff. The one that was around 1915. I don't know the chronological order, but I know he was a colonel. It didn't mention it in this right here. That's why I was like, oh hell, he was just a loser. because he said he was a preacher. Then he tried to be some type of doctor because he had some medical training. Then he tried to sell insurance. And then he revived the Ku Klux Klan. He just in 1915. And he established his national headquarters in a loft above a downtown Atlanta bank in Atlanta, Georgia. And he was a big puffery man, y'all. He had big old wide shoulders and stuff, but he walked like on his tippy toes, like all puffed up and stuff. He had a lot of charms on him and stuff. All them charms wasn't real though. Because it said in the wars and stuff, black men was the one that won all of the medals. He might have had 2 or 3. I say, hey, he was a colonel. He might have had 2 or 3 medals. But all of that, all of that wasn't real. No, all of them wasn't real and stuff. Most of them was probably cosmetic. I'm just saying in my opinion. But anyway, he revived the Ku Klux Klan. He said, he formed the group in response to a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky. Who the hell got on robes, on horses? Galloping in the sky? For real. Now, watch y'all turn this around to mean something else. Watch you turn this around to mean something else. Black America. You can believe this Bible right here? You can believe this right here. No questions whatsoever. Y'all sit there and read the same old scriptures. Sunday after Sunday, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. Your ass been holding that same Bible all this time and reading them same scriptures. Now it's time to read the new Bible. Read our Bible. It's time. And so he said he formed this group in response to a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky, followed by a vision of a map of the United States. What the hell? Followed by a map of the United States. All I gotta say is that wasn't no spiritual vision. I don't give a damn what his ass said. That was not no spiritual vision, honey. Trust me, it wasn't. Simmons established his Ku Klux Klan shortly after seeing Birth of a Nation and hearing news of the notorious lynching of Leo Frank outside of Atlanta. Birth of a Nation, I haven't seen it. I started to watch it some years ago, but I didn't. It's a silent movie. It's black and white, but we're gonna watch it. And it's Birth of a Nation came after the movie Klansman. The movie Klansman, it was like the first. Birth of a Nation was like the remix. I get on part 2, or I guess, or something like that. But yeah, and so after all of that right there, that's when he revived or formed the Ku Klux Klan, and he referred to it as my child. Simmons devoted his life to the Ku Klux Klan, which he described as my child. That's how he was and stuff. And then y'all on Thanksgiving night, when you eating your turkey this Thanksgiving, and I'm just here to say, about the holidays and stuff, all them holidays are satanic. All of them holidays is satanic. I got a notebook on holidays too. Yep, I'm trying to, once I get it ready and stuff, I'll let you know on every holiday. Just stop celebrating in Black America. Even Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day ain't about love, honey. Oh, baby, they were eating babies and everything. Right now, you can find some of their asses baking cakes on Valentine's Day, on these holiday stuff with little bitty baby dolls inside the cakes. I actually got one year. Yep, I actually was like, well, then I was like, well, do I want to eat this cake? Because I had seen it in a video with Seti, and everybody ain't ready for Seti. But honey, but then I went to the party. I was at work. I think we cut work early so we could have the party. And I got a piece of cake. And I was eating the cake. And there was a little tiny doll. A little tiny doll was inside the cake. And I was like, oh, hell no. And I was waking up then. But, now, I'm just saying, shit is being revealed and stuff all the time. So, yeah, on Thanksgiving night in 1915, Simmons and 15 friends hiked up the huge granite outcrop of Stone Mountain east of the city and held a ceremony Simmons had contrived. On Thanksgiving night, in 1915, him and 15 of his friends hiked their ass up Stone Mountain for some speech so he can bless the Ku Klux Klan. I thought Stone Mountain had the Akashic records inside of it or under it. See, I got to do my research and stuff because I could have sworn that Stone Mountain had the Akashic records. But then I just read this book, you know, and it's just right there. I even got it highlighted so I can look it up at some point in time. And then I'll let y'all know and stuff. Because I'm like, well, hell, if that's the case, if the Akashic records is really inside Stone Mountain, under Stone Mountain, and they done hiked their ass up there, they done violated, ain't they? It would seem like it to me. So yeah, when you celebrating your Thanksgiving, honey, yeah, cook you a whole new dinner on Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, cook that dinner all through the year if you want to. You can cook your Thanksgiving dinner in March if you want to. Cook it in September. Whenever you want to. It can be hot as hell outside in July. You just got to take for some dressing. Cook you some dressing and potato salad if you want to. To hell with white folks and what they done told you how to celebrate and spend your money. All right? So stop the bullshit. Let your kids know now. Let your babies know now. Oh, honey, I didn't know all these holidays had to do with the devil. Just go on and tell them like it is. You know, some of them going to be like, Mama, I don't care. I still want them boots. You know, I'm just saying. So what you should do is stuff, just start taking care of yourself and your kids and stuff. Stop waiting till the holiday come and I'll get you that phone you want on your birthday and stuff, you know, because hell, if your grades is below a C or, you know, or a B anyway, you about don't need that phone unless you want a flip phone. I'm just saying, we got to start drawing some boundaries with things. For us, hell, either we going to do it or Sophia going to do it. You choose. I'm just saying you choose. Either we got to do this for us or Sophia going to do it. Humanoid robot going to do it. And they got a black robot named Bean 48. Y'all, when I seen that robot, she had an ugly ass wig on her head too. I'm just saying. I ain't saying your wig ugly. I'm just saying. They had a fucked up wig on that black robot. Her name was Bean 48. No, Bina. B-I-N-A. Yeah, Bina 48. I just seen it when I was looking up them robots and stuff. That's her name. And I was like, damn, they couldn't find a better wig to put on Bina. But see, it seemed like, well, never mind. Never mind. Fuck it. They all gonna be fucked up anyway. You ain't even gonna know some robots is robots. Cause like in the Terminator, when he was telling Sarah O'Connor, some of them Terminators, the one that had came there, right then he was saying that it bleed. It had skin on the outside, you know. Well, some of these robots and stuff now, y'all, I saw a video said that it's gonna have bad breath, gonna have body odor. You ain't even gonna be able to tell. Probably gonna have snot in his nose. You ain't even gonna have sleep in his eyes. So you're gonna be thinking, well, damn, you ain't washed your face this morning. But that's gonna be robots. You ain't gonna be able to tell what the fuck it is. You better know who's who. Before you let me get in the car, girl. Yes, let's go. And that probably ain't even her. Yeah. And I thought it was 20,000 clones made of one man. That ain't what it was. What it was, I remember the numbers. They were paying $200,000. I think it was $200,000. I'll find it again. So that they can use your face and your voice, your physique, I guess. The physique. It just said the face and voice. For robots. Yeah, they'll pay you to use your face and your voice for that robot and stuff. Hell, Bana might look like your motherfucking ass. I'm just saying. You know, but you ain't got to get that desperate, Black American. Don't get that desperate. Go look at that movie on Netflix called Implanted. Yeah, Implanted. Like they want to implant your ass. Implanted. You know, they put that chip, implant that microchip in you. Go look at that movie right there. Because that movie is very telling what's going to happen to you if you let them put that chip in you. you know, against anything, you know, you don't want nothing foreign in your body. You know, I wish I was talking to us during the 19, because I'd have been telling us, you know, I'd have been out there with everybody else, probably blocked to shit. But I've been letting us know, don't you get that shit up in you. Hell, ain't no telling what's finna be crawling in your ass. And for that, you can go to Stu Peters Network. It's on Rumble TV. Go to Rumble TV and put in Died Suddenly. DIED Suddenly. SUDDENLY. And it's a documentary, y'all. It's pretty graphic. You know, don't watch it when you're eating. Don't let the kids watch it and stuff, because it's very scary. Probably give you some nightmares. Don't give me no nightmares, because hell shit, you know. But yeah, I don't want to spoil the alert for you and stuff. But it's showing you what's happening to people that did get that 19 boost. Yeah. What's growing in your body. So, you know, and don't be scared and stuff. Just start detoxing yourself. If you knew your ass went down there and got them boosts and stuff, them shots and shit, start detoxing yourself. All this heavy metals and stuff, you know, your cupcakes and all of that stuff. Gotta quit eating everything. Last week I had some bitter honey. It was so good and stuff. And I said, damn, that wine got no teeth right now and stuff, because I had to have all my teeth pulled. Yeah, but eating all that shit, and now it's like, well, I'm glad I can't eat it anyway. Yeah. So stop eating all that stuff, because that stuff, not only is it loaded with sugar and shit, but it's got dyes in it. You know, dye red number 47 and 1119, orange 06, and green 3. What the fuck? But see, all of them colors, they mess with your brain. They mess with your chemical imbalance. And see, your baby's eating all this Skittles and stuff. You know, I like Starburst too. You know, Starburst is pink and yellow and purple and blue and red and stuff. But honey, all them dyes and stuff is fucking us up on the inside, from our mental to our cellular mechanisms in our body and stuff. Yeah, you can't eat nothing. Shit, everybody, we ain't even got to worry about wait too much longer. We just going to have to start fasting. Stay active. Stay active, though. Always keep you some juice, your water. Get you a juicer. Go take $200, go down there and get you a small juicer. If you can afford it, Yaki got him a good one, like $300. Go get you a nice, good juicer. You know, we just going to have to start doing these things, but make it work for you. Change your mindset. And quit thinking, damn, I'm hungry, shit. I can't eat for 2 times a day. Quit thinking like that. Should just start thinking, yeah, I'm skipping this meal right here. And yeah, my body is healing itself. I ain't going to be taking all these pills for long. Fuck Dr. Randy. You know, don't just quit your medicine, though. Don't just quit your medicine. Let your doctor know that you finna start doing some intermittent fasting. You finna start eating healthy, getting rid of milk, getting rid of cheese, getting rid of meat, a little bit at a time. Maybe start with pork. Hell, the pig ain't sweating no way. Shit, hell, you ain't sweating. The pig ain't sweating. Shit, you got toxins on top of toxins. I'm just saying. You know, I love chicken too. Shit, I love bacon too. But hell, the pig don't sweat. That made it a little easier for me. When I do eat some meat, it probably ain't bacon. If I go out to breakfast, I have a few pieces of bacon. But other than that, no, I don't want that pig, because it don't sweat. You know, I know it's hard after 43 years, or, you know, however old you are and stuff. You know, we get used to these things. But we can't eat like white folks eat. No, white folks can eat that shit. White folks the ones that's got, what my papers at, my other receipt. I ain't even got it. But you know, we already talked about it. White folks the ones that's got their DNA structure is sulfur, ammonia, and hydrogen. Our DNA structure, we made out of carbon, selenium, and what else? And there's one more. Yeah. So you see, we even made differently. It's like white folks is like this. You can drop that in there. See? White folks is in there and they can eat that up. Their stomach can digest that. Yeah. We drop that in there. We eat that shit. It'd be like a nail. This right here is full. See, it didn't break none of them up. See, white folks, they can break shit down. That milk and stuff, they can handle that. That meat and shit, they can handle that. It's us that is hurting our digestive. Shit, I'm telling you. White folks can they digestive tract. It ain't but a few in here. See, it ain't but a few in here. Matter of fact, take all of them out. Maybe leave 2 off in there. 2 or 3. That's white folk digestive tract right there. Yeah, that's white folk digestive tract right there. And it ate it up. But us, we eating all that meat and shit, it ain't doing nothing. It's just still, everything's still in there. See? We different from white folks. We got to stop living like white folks. You act like your ass living for white people. I'm just saying, you act like your ass is living for white people. I mean, it don't make no sense to me and stuff, to be resisting this. To constantly be resisting this, resisting our own calling. I know y'all been feeling this calling. I know you have, Black America. You had to. This ain't just, happened to us. We ain't just woke up. No. You probably just fell out the bed now. But we've been having these pulls to pay attention to what's going on with us. I know we have. I have too. But I was just I just thought it was just, deja vu, I guess. It wasn't real. But it was. Everything is real. All of this is real. See, it's not factual. This is not factual. This is, it's not, what is it? The fable. Well, the story, the lie. It's not a fable. Yeah. It's not a fable. It's factual. This is history. And so, I just want us to understand that, that's how it is and stuff. And where to lie at about heaven. Who lying? See, y'all need to talk to each other about y'all higher power. And then y'all need to decide about y'all higher power. Is we going to heaven with they higher power? Because that's where you're going. That's where you're going, as far as I can see. So what, you think you're going to be in one part of heaven and white folk going to be in the other part of heaven? Yeah, behind them gates. You ain't going to have the freedom that white folks said you're going to have in heaven. Hell, he telling you right there. And I wonder how many other books is telling us. But Faith, the Bible was out long before that book came out here. Both of them wrote it. Shit, sister was just telling us, Sister Abigail was just telling us that the man that wrote this book, y'all, he wrote another book called Demonology. Demonology. I know I wrote it in our books to buy. You should when you get your books and stuff, right now, go to the Dollar Tree and get you a whole bunch of notebooks. I got a lot of them. Get you a whole bunch of notebooks and start writing, keeping notes and stuff. I got one with books to buy. So when I do go to the half price bookstore, wherever, I can pull out my books, my book to buy, and look and see what I got in there and stuff. I'm just saying, just some ideas for you. Shit, we trying to elevate our mind here. Shit, I'm not mad at you. I don't want nothing you got. I just want your ass to know what's finna happen. So when you pass by everybody and stuff and you in them Tesla cars and you can't get out, or you in line because you one of them that they done implanted. They doing the humanoid robot too. They putting the humanoid brain in humans and stuff. All kind of technical stuff. But see, that's what Project 2025 is. Yeah. All of it is a new world order. All of it's going to be the new world order. It's like Agenda 2020, Agenda 2021. What is 2030? Agenda 21, and then Project 2025. Agenda 21 would have been strictly implants, what they call it, mark of the beast. Strictly mark of the beast. But hell, like I said, you could always be like, get your motherfucking hands off of me. And I opt out of that. But with Project 2025, see, it's costing you rights and laws and bills and statues that your ancestors actually fought and died for. See, with that right there, with the implants and stuff, with Agenda 2021, you would have still had everything. You would have still had your Department of Justice, your Department of Education. You still would have had, the military and your Social Security and your food stamps and stuff like that. But since you chose the other guy, you ain't got none of that. And they still gonna try to chip your ass. Yeah, they still gonna try to chip you. I just wanted you to be able to fight another day. I think that's when I made my very first video too. And I just wanted us to understand that between the two, hell, since we didn't give ourselves a third, I mean, you should go with the one that, that you can live to fight another day. Call it the lesser of two evils. I don't know. Hell, I don't care. I just feel like we should at least been able to vote so we could have been able to fight another day. Yeah, you would have been able to have your school and your food stamps and your Social Security and your homes and your military and all of the rights, and the necessities that God that we have. But now, all that's just water under the bridge. Shit gone now. You forced to do for yourself, Black America. Mm-hmm. And as you see, every luxury, every comfort, every pampering is for white folks. Yep. They done took it all away from you, Black America. You ain't got nothing. You ain't even got no pillows. You ain't got no pillows. All these companies and products that support or donated to Project 2025, all of these companies right here, honey, they done took your luxury. They done took your comfort. Yes, honey. You ain't finna have no 2, 3, 4, 5 different color pair of shoes no more. Foot Locker, I think Foot Locker ass on here. I don't see him now. I must have lied. Yeah, Fruit of the Loom is. Yep, Fruit of the Loom on here. Yep, you ain't finna have it so Peachy King no more. Them days is gone. Yep, son, I don't know why folks ain't told you this. But I'm telling you, yeah, you better get ready. We all better get ready. I'm so glad that I am thrifty. And I love thrift stores and half-price stores. And yeah, I ain't got to be up there in Marshalls and stuff because y'all going to be sitting outside Marshalls wishing you could go in. Yeah, wishing you could take your ass in. But I digress, though. But I think we done with this right here. Oh, I wanted to read y'all this right here before we move on to Lynchings in Duluth. This man, William Joseph Simmons, went up on the Stone Mountain, him and 15 of his friends on Thanksgiving night. Remember that on Thanksgiving night? Every Thanksgiving night. And he did his own pamphlets. The Ku Klux Klan. He revived it. He did his own pamphlets. And he thought of himself as a grand man, But since he revived the Ku Klux Klan, they raped black women. Yeah, they rape black women. Black men too. Yeah, they rape black women, black little girls and stuff. So he felt like he had what no other white man had. Very few. Only that white man that been with a black woman, like the slave masters. The overseers and stuff. Sometimes the overseers would rape them and stuff, but the overseers, if he could get them, he would. But not 9 times out of 10 and stuff, the master would tell the overseer, Pisces off limits to you. Pisces mine. That type of thing right there. So he seen himself as a grand man and stuff. So this right here is him bragging about what he done did to black women. See, I didn't know he was talking about black women when I read the book. I didn't know. He said the Klan leaders' bromidic, B-R-O-M-I-D-I-C, bromidic speeches were strange and flowery. He once described himself as he who traversed the realm of the unknown, wrested the solemn secret from the grasp of night, and became the sovereign emperor master of the great lost mystery. You see the type of bullshit they speak and say. So can you imagine? This 1915. Can you imagine them around black people around and stuff, or just going into the town square to get something, just going in the courthouse or whatever to get something. and the white men standing around and stuff, and they talking to themselves. And it seems like they really ain't saying nothing important, but they saying shit like this. You see the wordplay. It's all about wordplay. They use these words and stuff, y'all. It took me a few days to figure out what the fuck is he talking about. Because we were reading this book. This was our first book. I had never read it. And then when I did realize what he was talking about, I had to tell y'all. He talking about the black woman's body. I thought he was talking about space. I literally thought this man was talking about space. And then I had to, put it all together, connect the dots. And he who traversed the realm of the unknown. I thought he was saying he who walked the skies, walked the heavens and stuff. But no, he was saying he who walked the realm of the unknown, where somebody ain't never been before. Most men ain't never been before. Wrested the solemn secret from the grasp of night. He didn't say wrestled. He said wrested. That's like, every time the sister tried to get away, he'll grab her back. She tried to get away. He wrested. He was raping her. Wrested the solemn secret. The solemn secret. The black woman's secret. From the grasp of night. He talking about raping her. Just having the ability to do with her body as he want to. That's how they felt. And he put it in pamphlets. So that's what all of their mindset was. It said he did his own pamphlets and became the sovereign emperor master of the great lost mystery. A mystery none of them never knew what it was unless they've done this terrible, terrible deed. But see, then when we reading about Isaac now, and we reading about everybody else in these books, what's the main thing they saying? Oh, in this book right here, we just read it last night. That the worst thing that happened to Irene shouldn't have never happened. The most just degrading thing that could ever happen to anyone after they motherfucking ass done raped man, woman, and child. You see? Do you see how they got your mind all wrapped up, Black America, where you don't know? You can't even detect. You can't even figure out, comprehend what we are, involved in here. Where we literally sit at this place in time. Man, the movie Sleeping with the Enemy, that was the wrong movie. Yeah, it was the right title. Yeah, it could have been the right movie, I guess. But you get my with this. Hell, maybe it's part 1 and part 2. Maybe it's part 1 and part 2. I don't know. I just know Black America, you got to wake up. You're in a new awakening now. You in a new awakening. I didn't even know about the first awakening. I know some of y'all didn't either. But you know now. You know now. So anyway, y'all, he would tell, that's him bragging to other white men and stuff. And he put this in his pamphlets. Simmons wrote numerous Ku Klux Klan tracts filled with breathless, confusing puffery. Because that's motherfuckers didn't understand what it meant. But him and them, nobody but white men, they the ones that understood it. Anybody else, oh, what's this shit? I know, right? It's like, damn, for real? A pamphlet labeled ABC of the Invisible Empire declared the Klan's goals were to shield the sanctity of the home and the chastity of womanhood, to maintain white supremacy, to teach and faithfully inculcate a high spiritual philosophy through an exalted ritualism. They ain't spiritual, honey. White folks ain't spiritual. White folks ain't even religious. White folks ain't even got no communion, no worship with the higher power. They act like it. They may like it. They pretend like it. They sit there and pray like it and stuff, honey. You really think they that? Because every Sunday, that's where they at and stuff, and that's what they doing. And, and you think that, yeah, white folks built up religion and gave you this wonderful thing right here, honey. White folks motherfucking asses was sitting in church with bodies black men and black women hanging from the tree. It was in the book. And the smell of the bodies coming through the window. And they asked, sitting there singing Amazing Grace. I ask you, Black America, the most forgiving people in this country right here, possibly the whole world. You're so naive and gullible and dedicatedly ignorant, and that's a good thing. I ain't saying it in a bad way, like you ignorant as hell and stuff, You got dedicated ignorance because you've been brainwashed. You can undo it. You can undo it. You ain't ignorant for real. You ain't ignorant naturally. You ignorant because white people done tricked you. They done made a fool out of you, honey. They have. So, don't be mad and be like, oh, damn, now you criticizing me. Now you insulting me and stuff. That's what Dr. Ray Hagan called it, dedicated ignorance. It's just letting you know that, you've been brainwashed. That's the only reason why you like this. You can't think for yourself. That's the only reason why, because white folks did this to you. White folks did this to us. Now you're not going to piss in my shoes. And I let your ass wear my shoes. You're not going to piss in my shoes and give them back to me. Now, that don't make no sense. They're like, pissing on us and telling us it's raining. Same thing. Black America, you're going to have to do your due diligence. Yeah, you're going to have to think this out and stuff. All I can say is get your kids. Get your kids. If Sabrina love you that much, Sabrina will understand that them black kids need to be with their black daddy. They ain't got no business like that. Go joint custody then. Hey, I don't know. You the one done mingled and married. So you got to figure this out. Shit, but you better keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes open and stuff. That's all you got to do. Whether you stay with Sabrina or not, you better keep your eyes open. Stop letting them folks come around you and talk all this puffery bullshit. Because now you know. And you be wondering, damn, what our uncle always talking about when he used all these evasive words. I don't know. I just remember hearing evasive maneuvers from that movie Independence Day. Evasive maneuvers. But yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, and then the Invisible Empire. Ain't this some shit, y'all? I was doing some research when we first started this right here. When we first started reading and stuff. Because, we had read Summer. Was our first book. And when I started reading it, I was taking notes and stuff too, y'all. Well, look at this right here. Out of the active Ku Klux Klan groups. Ain't this some shit? Yeah, I know, right? We're going to get to the book. We ain't going to read a whole lot. We ain't going to finish that book tonight. We ain't going to finish tonight. You come back tomorrow night if you want to for the read. But a pamphlet labeled ABC of the Invisible Empire, one of his pamphlets, one of his Ku Klux Klan pamphlets. It just said he wrote his own stuff. Well, that's the name of it. A pamphlet labeled ABC of the Invisible Empire. Well, honey, don't you know it's in the book right here? Active Ku Klux Klan groups. And here it is right here. Yep. See? ABC. I ain't going to show it to you. ABC of the Invisible Empire. Harrisburg. True Invisible Empire traditionalists. Still active. His ass. His. William Joseph Simmons. That's his. From 1915 all the way to today. It's there you have it. Yeah, so you probably want to talk to Sabrina and ask her motherfucking ass to ask Karen, because you ain't gonna do it, to ask Karen, what's going on. Why these white people, these white folks have not told you that, yes, my nephew, my great uncle, why they ain't told you yet? They're still meeting. They're meeting. They meet once a month. Why they ain't told y'all these things? I mean, shit is right there. It's right here. It's on the internet. I don't know if somebody shared it, if I seen the video of it, or hell, I might have looked it up on my own. I don't know, but I ended up writing it. And you got everywhere: Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Missouri, Mississippi, Montana, New Jersey, North Carolina, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee. Yeah. I mean, you got Texas, Virginia, West Virginia. So all of y'all black people that's there, and you know, and you and Karen and Brad and Sabrina, y'all so in love, and you know, you got your families and your businesses and stuff. Can you and Sabrina together look out for the safety of you, black person, whichever you, the man or the woman, and them kids? Okay, because them states right there is something that's brewing in them. You just seen it a few weeks ago where the Nazis was in Ohio, I think it was, and then the community came out. I don't know if it was just black people and white people, but I know black people came out. They're like, get your asses the fuck around here. And so white folks, they ran off and left. They left. They said they ass got in a U-Haul driven by the police or something. I don't know, honey. I didn't even look at it too much, but I seen it and I was like, oh, so that's what they up to, huh? Yeah, so the ass coming back out and stuff. Then after that, they ran them away from the black communities and stuff. Then they went back, I think, and were putting some flyers or something in black communities. And now it's like they ramping up. They getting ready to come back into black people communities and stuff. So I don't know. Just look it up and stuff. You'll see it. It's a whole lot going on out here. I just wish y'all would talk to the ones that you with, so you can see where, you know, peep it out. Even if you too timid to ask Sabrina and Karen and Brad. So Brad, what's going on? And don't let him tell you that bullshit. Oh yeah, the Vikings won. We don't want to hear that shit. That's not what you talking about when you ask them. Yeah, Brad, so what's going on? What do you feel is happening out here? You know, because I know you ain't gonna just come out and ask them. So what your people up to today, Brad? What's going on with your people today? You know, yeah, I should do that myself too. But I ain't really got no white friends to ask. Damn. Well, I got black media, so yeah. And I trust black media. I got black media and I trust black media. They backing it up anyway. They showing the whole videos and stuff. It ain't like I'm saying something that I ain't even known about and stuff. But anyway, let's read, because I think that was it. What I wanted to say about him and the Ku Klux Klan, and they still out here and they still ready. And you better get your ass ready too. You know, I don't know. Maybe Sabrina will, you know, take that final call with you. I don't know. You the one married or had babies with her and stuff. Maybe her ass gonna be like, yeah, come on in, Bobby Joe. And you're going to be like, hold up, wait a minute now, Sabrina, who is this? You know, hell, them her cousins. Hell, her big cousins. That's her great uncle. Shit. Oh, we're not going to bother you. We're not going to bother you, Tyrone. You just sit down and don't get involved, though. We got to handle some things. I'm just saying. Shit, do you know who the hell you done got wrapped up with here? But yeah, chapter 12. Y'all know this right here is whoa. Yeah. Just before 11 p.m., the Reverend William Powers, pastor at Duluth Sacred Heart Cathedral, returned home from dinner at a parishioner's house. He had spent a pleasant evening regaling his host with stories and anecdotes about sports celebrities he had met. A great sports fan, the priest had once played semi-professional baseball in his hometown of Marquette, Michigan. Former Powers had quickly distinguished himself as an eloquent and powerful speaker. Thoroughly imbued with the scriptures, he also devoured the entire works of Shakespeare and frequently laced sermons and speeches with literary quotations. I think we read this already. Other priests maintained he was the finest speaker ever to grace the Duluth diocese. D-I-O-C-E-S. Got something to do with the church, I think. One of his favorite themes was the obligations people had toward one another. The human family, he would reason, had certain obligations, just as they had blessings. And these obligations needed to be met with love, dignity, and grace, as God had given man the sense to meet those obligations. A robust, handsome man, standing just under 6 feet, He still carried the husky, broad-shouldered brawn of the athlete he had been. His physique, strength, and sense of fair play substantially contributed to the great rapport he enjoyed with young men and boys. White. Highly popular, Reverend Powell had made many addresses at civic luncheons and banquets and was one of the city's best-known clergymen. Though Sacred Heart was located in the central neighborhood of Duluth at 2nd Avenue West and 4th Street, 8 blocks from the jail, Reverend Powell had also heard rumors throughout the day about what might happen to the prisoners. But he couldn't believe that Duluthians could be so enraged as to mercilessly assail the fundamental principles of law and justice. As he reached the rectory that evening, an acquaintance was waiting. Father, we've got big trouble. A mob is out to lynch the blacks. They've broken into the jail already and won't listen to anybody. Maybe you could talk some sense into them before these black fellas get killed. Just like he just saying, can you come out and help us rake up this field of leaves? Reverend Powell leaped into the ready car, and the two sped down the hill toward the jail. Most activity was centering on 1st Street then, and when the car was stalled at 3rd Avenue East and 1st Street by the masses in the street, former Powell jumped out and ran toward the Shrine Auditorium. Meanwhile, another Duluth priest, P.J. Maloney, also arrived at the scene and was working his way through the crowd, talking to young men, hoping to convince them to stop and go home. Reverend Maloney was born in Doon County, Limerick, and received most of his education in Ireland. He was ordained at St. Paul's Seminary, a solid block of a man, standing a shade over 6 feet and weighing 255 pounds. Reverend Maloney fit the stereotype of the Irish priest in America. Jolly, good-natured. He was also noted for his compassion. The sick and elderly found a ready listener and sympathizer in Reverend Maloney. Though not an orator of Reverend Powell's magnitude, Reverend Maloney was widely known throughout the city and in much of northern Minnesota, where he had served parishioners for over 30 years. People knew him. He knew who these people was. So after all of this is said and done, it should have been some arrests made and some convictions and some executions done. Some life without parole sentences. No, there ain't no execution because I think Minnesota is a non-death state. I don't know. He made no public pronouncements at the scene, but instead moved within the mob. And when he recognized the boy he knew, Reverend Maloney approached him saying, "You've no business here, boy. Go on home now. This is no place for a good Catholic young fellow." Now and then one might have heeded, and the priest kept on. "This is terribly wrong, boys. In the name of God, stop it. You'll be sorry for the rest of your lives." One young man, however, sneered, "Stay out of this, Father. This has nothing to do with God." See, they ain't got no conscience. There wasn't no communion. There wasn't no conscience to do those things. By now, and it's not just one. This was a collective. This was 10,000 plus that came to these lynchings in Duluth. This is a collective. We ain't talking about 10, 20, 30, 50, even 100, even 500. We ain't talking about no small number of people. We ain't talking about no small group. We talking about a whole culture. And in more than one place. Sometimes they were like, I wonder, was this really simultaneously? While the massacre was happening in Rosewood, was it happening in Wilmington, in Elaine, Arkansas? Was it happening in Chicago? Was it happening at the same time? How? Or did it just pop out? How? How did it happen? How did it pop off? So see, I want to learn too. I'm learning too. Meanwhile, another Duluth piece, P.J. Maloney, also arrived at the scene and was working his way through the crowd. Wait a minute. No, I'm over here. Hold on. By now, the quivering, battered Isaac McGee was thrust forward toward the light pole. I don't know if we're going to read that again. We will. But we're going to go to where we are. Because we farther along than that. We on chapter 17. We're going to read about Isaac again, okay? By now, the quivering, battered Isaac McGee was thrust forward toward the light pole. He stumbled and was kicked savagely. He rolled over, his mouth open, and was snatched up. The rope was lowered over his neck. Women and young matrons cheered and laughed at the crude wit of some of the youthful onlookers who sang and joked. Women and young matrons, young girls, cheered and laughed at the crude wit, they were cracking jokes and stuff. The crude wit of some of the youthful onlookers who sang and joked. See what you are coming to. That's what they were telling Isaac. See what you're coming to. Now hang gracefully. Show us some real style. The less you kick, the less it'll hurt. An intense rush of adrenaline propelled Reverend Powers, and with his sturdy hands, he tossed aside several men as he scrambled toward the pole. Those holding McGee stood back as the red-faced priest stormed forward, not merely to confront those with McGee. Reverend Powers climbed the pole himself. The mob fell uneasily quiet, preparing to listen to the priest. "We're wasting time," someone hollered out, but was in turn silenced by those around him. "Man, you don't know this man is guilty," Reverend Powers began, his voice carrying distinctly over the murmuring of the mob. Sweat glistened in his dark curly hair and had begun to run down his face, forming droplets on his nose and chin. "I know this crime is the most horrible one," he continued, "but let the law take its course." Some in the crowd booed, but they quieted when Powers held up his hand. "It's not too late to stop this tragedy, man. In the name of God and the church I represent, I ask you to stop." There was a momentary silence before several men cried, "To hell with the law." See, they ain't got no conscience. That ain't no communion. That ain't no relationship. That is not no relationship with God. "Lynch him!" screamed scores of others. "Remember the girl?" "The girl that lied, Irene Tuscan." She lied. Several men near the pole reached up and pulled Reverend Powers down, but he tried to mount it again. "Men, I ask you," and they yanked him down. This time the priest was rudely interrupted with cries of, "Lynch him! String him up! The dirty black snakes!" And Reverend Powers was toppled once more and pushed back within the mob. He made one more futile attempt to reach McGee as the young man was pulled to the pole again. McGee had seemed dazed moments before during Reverend Powers' attempt to save him, but he was fully conscious now. See, at first he was dazed. They was hitting him and stuff, and he couldn't really focus and stuff, but he was conscious now. He seen everything. He heard everything. As the noose was adjusted around his neck, he shrieked, "God be with me. I'm not the right man." He was hoisted to his feet, and the rope was drawn up, but he fell when the rope loosened. A thin, short man near him tried choking McGee, but was pulled back as the rope was refastened, and McGee was lifted up a few feet off of the ground, just clear of the pavement. The crowd had pressed so close that as McGee gasped in his death agony, blood drawn from his parted lips splattered on the faces of those near him. They was that close to him while they were lynching him, and he was dying. White folks was literally in his face. And I ask you, Black America, why would you want to spend forever and ever with a people that can do your own people like this? Why? What make you so sure that you're going to be okay in heaven? They were so close up on him. And it ain't like he blew out a big breath. No. It was small. They asses was that close up on him. There wasn't no conscience. Ain't no conscience nowhere. Y'all stop lying to us. Hey, if we got to live with new animals, okay. We live amongst animals now. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest about it, okay? We live amongst animals now. This is our planet. Everybody exists here together. You know not to carry your ass over there with them bears and tigers and lions and stuff and be out there with them and stuff. Same thing. You got to use discernment. Use your discernment, Black America. Don't be a fool and a dummy. Don't sleep through the apocalypse and then you wake up and your ass is in a room surrounded by get your ass. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. I don't know. I just don't understand how we you must have didn't know either. Maybe a lot of y'all didn't know. But now you do know. Now you got some decisions to make. You got some decisions to make. String him up so we can see, demanded the mob. But the rope was too short and the body could be raised up only a few more inches. And now a new rope was run to the pole, carried over the head of a youth in a green shirt. He was grinning and accepted the cheers of the mob. Oh, he felt so honored. They made him feel like he was doing an honorable thing. White folks did. But see, they knew it wasn't honorable. He just felt like, oh, it's my time. It's an initiation. It's like it was an initiation for him. And he was just a young child. It said youth, what, 11, 9, 13? Well, if it was 13, they would have said a teen, I imagine. But he was young. This was like his initiation. The rest of he'll never forget that experience his whole life. And it's possibly one of his fantasies as his ass got older and grew. Grew up and had his own kids and stuff. He was grinning and accepted the cheers of the mob. Then 19-year-old Elmer Jackson was dragged to the pole. One of the men near the pole wore the uniform of the United States Navy. And he stepped forward when one of the mob called out, "Let the sailor tie the knot." The sailor grinned awkwardly, then quickly fastened a noose about Jackson's neck. He go and put it on there real fast. Jackson, however, did not even struggle. Jackson didn't even struggle. His face was calm and without emotion as he gazed at the rope taut above his head. He stared out at the mob, and as he was positioned a bit to the right of McGee's dangling body, he drew a pair of dice from his pocket and faced the mob. "I won't need these anymore in the world," he stated evenly, and threw them on the pavement. From one of them motherfuckers. A young man picked them up and offered them back to Jackson. "Well, you might want to roll them in the necks," he said. The noose was cinched about his neck, and a cluster of ready hands drew his body up. As he went into dying convulsions, the crowd began to cheer and whistle. White folks cheered like these games that you be at, Black America. Stop going to all these damn games. Stop going to these games, spending your time, your money, your energy. Stop doing it. The crowd began to cheer and whistle. And as he died, his body was lowered a few feet where it hung before the howling mob. Do this sound like people to you? Do this sound like living people with empathy and compassion to you? I mean, after all the time, it must have been the greatest portrayal to pretend to be so humane. I'm just saying to me. See, you ain't got to lie to me no more. You ain't got to lie to me. You ain't got to try to trick me and manipulate my mind and make me think that your ass is you got some type of morality to you. Because I know you don't. I know you don't. I also know that a garden snake, it might bite me, but it ain't toxic like the mother snakes. I ain't gonna live around and be around no garden snakes. But if I see one, I ain't gotta cut his head off. Might cut his tail off if he fucking with me and keep going where I'm going. But he get to live. I'll just be able to recognize his ass if I see him again. But see, the whole thing with white folks done showed us who they are. They really ain't got to show us no more. They ain't got to show us no more because we supposed to know. We supposed to know. You supposed to know if your great your in-law, your great uncle in-law is with the Klan. You should know them things. You should know them things. I know we don't question us about nothing, but damn, was you at least questioning Sabrina? I mean, hell, you couldn't tell. Now, what you thought? I'll be all right. Shit, they got a little money up in here. Shit, I'll be comfortable. Yeah, I'll be comfortable up in here. You damn dummy, your ass been bought off. Bought and sold. Black man, and it's your bodies. I'm not saying they didn't lynch black women because they did. Oh, yeah, we gonna get into them too. There's a whole lot of them. We got like 13 of them. Too many for me. I think it was like 150 from maybe a couple of years. It was 150 black women that was lynched and stuff. The howling mob. See, that's the problem right there, black man. This was you. This was you right here. When I get some pictures of us too, sisters. And this was you, black man. Since you so in love with Sabrina. Hell, that's Sabrina's brother. Shit, that's her husband, her son, her cousin. That's their asses right there. Your ass just came along and got in with the family. Don't be mad at me. It's in the book. Sabrina should have told you. Yeah, well, Jonas, I never seen him do anything, but I always heard things when I was a little girl. I always heard things, and I caught the look sometimes. She could have told your ass that. Now you trapped in with her with kids and dogs and cats and businesses. All I got to say shit is get your kids. Get your kids. That's all I got to say to you. I ain't got nothing to offer you. You can't leave them there. Because if you leave them there, white folks going to unleash their rage on the child that's part black. What's Sabrina going to be able to do? Oh, mama, just don't kill them. They're going to be treating that baby like shit. Get your kids. The remaining blacks continue to be questioned in the cell. Those interrogating them, however, seemed to lose their stomachs for the affair, and several left the cell and filtered back through the still crowded cell room and front office. Their places were taken by others, eager for revenge, and the intense but disorganized questioning went on. 2 was dead, but there were 4 more. They would have lynched everybody. White folks would have lynched everybody. They wanted to. But there was one brother, and they had him up on the other floor. And when they came in there and stuff, and he told them, no, we didn't nobody do nothing. Didn't nobody even do nothing. They left him alone too. Yeah. I forgot which chapter it was, because we We had read it. I'm just going on up to 17. But yeah, he faced them and he told them we didn't even do nothing. Yeah. And that's what we're gonna have to do. Face their motherfucking asses. Let they motherfucking ass, yeah. So your bitch ass is trying to do what your ancestors did? Is that what you trying to do? Is that what you trying to do? The same thing your ancestors did. Let them know. Go on and confront them with the shit. And when they bring it to you, you let them have it. You let them know what you know about. See, white folks think you don't know none of this. Think they can just talk bullshit to you. No, honey. Even if you don't know, no specifics, no specific names, you know Malcolm, you know Martin, you know Fred, you know somebody, you know some people names to call out. Shut their asses up with the quickness. That's all you got to do. Yeah, bring up some of they sorry ass people. Christopher Columbus wasn't no motherfucking hero. Let their ass know. No, you ain't using no wordplay right here no more. It don't work no more. All that bullshit they was doing to us. Shit, quit being a motherfucking coward and let's just stand up for our ancestors now. This is the end anyway. Life as we know it is over. Don't you want to at least be standing for something, Black America? Because you've been falling for everything. You've been falling for everything. You done failed so hard. I don't know who finna be the new black people. White people or Chinese people. Well, I don't know Chinese from Japanese, but it's one of them. White people or Chinese/Japanese, whichever one. I don't know. I guess whoever come out on top first, whoever doing the best, gonna get the title. The Chinese people look like they in the running real good as far as technology going. But white folks is very cunning and manipulative and buy your ass off. So, I really don't know who gonna be the new black. But I know in the future, people gonna be saying, you mean it was really black people at one time? Because they're gonna have what little bit numbers that's left. When they hear this video, they're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, we can't get them down to 50,000. We probably need to get them down to 1,500,000. Yeah, if we get them down to 1 million, it might be too low of numbers. The sun very well might blow up on our asses. So yeah, don't discount nothing. I don't care how far-fetched it sounds. Don't throw nothing to the wind. Don't throw caution to the wind, black people. Let's see where we was at here. Because we was doing good. I think we had 18, y'all. Yeah. 13 blacks were eventually brought to the St. Louis County Jail in Duluth. They were Nathan Green, Lonnie Williams, John Thomas, Charles Harris, Albert Small, Early Thomas, William Miller, Clarence Green, Max Mason, Louis Hayes, Frank Spicer, Eugene Jefferson, and Norma Ausley. Ausley. And despite the furor over the lynchings, police and sheriff's deputies had spent several hours the night of the 16th and on the following day trying to obtain confessions of at least testimonies that might implicate some prisoners in the assault on Irene Tuscan. The assault on Irene, see, this is the thing about it. They knew that Irene lied. Irene, that one white man said it, told all of them with his newspaper, and they shut that newspaper down like a boycott today. And he said, how is it that young Irene, a young white girl, get brutally raped by 6 big burly black men? Because they were working at the circus. So they were working hard and heavy, and they were muscular. They were strong black men, young black men and stuff. So he was wondering, how did Irene get hurt, brutally raped by 6 strapping, strong young black men? And when you raping somebody now, I don't think you're going to be gentle. And then get her ass on the train and go home and not even tell her mama about it. Her mama ain't seen nothing wrong with her or nothing. Then her ass go to sleep and she tell her mama about it later. And then when they took her to the doctor said that Irene just seemed to be dehydrated, some shit like that. So see, why? Still carry on this lie about Irene motherfucking ass. Still questioning black men about Irene motherfucking ass when they already knew it was a lie that Irene told. See, that's the manipulation shit that I can't get with it. No, I can't say well with this. No, I don't. No, because they still looking for more black men to lynch over a lie. Over a lie. And then remember last night when we were reading about this stuff and it said that the black people that was in Superior, all 100 white folks in Superior kicked black folks out. Yep, they had to leave. They walked, everybody took out walking to Duluth. Everybody took out walking to Duluth. Some folks didn't have their shoes, didn't have no jackets, no coat, no water. They just got the baby. Let's go, baby. Didn't get Pampers, milk, nothing. They had to get out of Superior. But they didn't even know why. Black people in Superior didn't know that Elmer, Elias, and Isaac had even been lynched. Because they was in Superior. They didn't even know. All they knew was they had to get the hell up out of Superior and stuff. White folks ran them out. So, you know, they were fucked up, traumatized, wondering, what the hell going on? What did we do? What happened? You know, well, we ain't heard nothing that happened here. But when they got close, that's when they realized that it had been 3 lynchings. 3 lynchings, y'all. I know it. I feel it. White folks waited as long as they could until they came up with that lie. And I'm not too sure that it was Irene and her boyfriend, Jimmy, that thought of the lie. Because white folks, the collective, needed to do that. Now, how they went about picking Irene, I guess because her grandfather, whoever the man was in with the city, with the government, the police, or something like that, it said in the book. Or was that Jimmy's father? Was the sheriff, the deputy, or something? He had ties with the city. So was that how it came about? This lie, this elaborate lie to give to white people that they need to get it out. Just do it and get it over with at least one time. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. I mean, it ain't no easy thing to do, but I'm curious myself. Still looking for black men. And despite the furor over the lynchings, police and sheriff's deputies had spent several hours the night of the 16th and on the following day trying to obtain confessions or at least testimonies that might implicate some prisoners in the assault on Irene Tuscan. But the 13 remained firm, denying guilt and failing to implicate anyone. Police speculated that the prisoners were either incredibly stubborn or, in the words of one city patrolman, almost void of intelligence. You see the bullshit. Almost void of intelligence. Almost void of intelligence. When they literally, white folks literally, the law, sitting up here trying to pin a useless, lied about rape on Irene Tuscan's motherfucking ass so that they can get some more black men to hang. Get some more black men to hang. White folks, it ain't no dealing with them no more. You get your mind right, Black America, and get the fuck away from them. Your ass that's tied in with them, you do what you got to do. I already done told your ass what you need to do is make sure you get your kids when you do go. When you do go. I don't know if you're going to stay there with Sabrina and stuff in the big house and stuff. Do that, but make sure y'all okay. When the shit hit the fan, make sure at least the baby get out. And I don't know. I'm just saying, all y'all might go down together. I don't know. But Black America that ain't got no ties with white folks. You ain't got no kids with them. You ain't got no husband, no spouses or nothing like that with them. Here, give them the dog if you must. They ain't going to hurt that dog. They ain't going to hurt that dog. But they'll hurt that kid. They'll hurt that child, that kid that you got with them. And stuff. I'm just saying that's how I feel about they motherfucking asses. And ain't nobody going to tell me no different of how I feel about white America and why I feel about white America. You can't come and tell me, oh, no, Face, you got to forgive them. They ain't like that now, Face. It ain't all of them, Face. What? Because I'll cut every tail off of every goddamn garden snake we ever see. You got to cut their head off. But you going to have to cut it off. All dealings with white folk. I seen it today. I'm so thankful I seen it. I can look in my history right now. I'll probably show it to y'all tomorrow. Black people saying, our people saying no more cookouts. No more cookout. Don't you invite no goddamn body to the cookout. Sabrina ass can't even come to the cookout. You take your ass home with Sabrina. Go get a plate for Sabrina then. Take her a plate home. But Sabrina ass can't even come to the cookout no more. Because Sabrina ass didn't tell your ass nothing. So yeah, can't nobody come to the cookouts no more. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors, for at least letting us black people that care about our people and that want our people to sincerely be free of this bullshit. Be able to talk about what we need to say for us. Y'all done let us be done the worst way. We ain't got but a fortnight till we can't say nothing else. Sabrina, Sophia ain't gonna be trying to hear nothing. We can't reason with robot dogs. How you gonna reason with the robots? Huh? White folks finna be living their best life off of all these businesses that, they closing and getting the money and stuff, yeah. But Black America, what are you finna do? So see, yeah, you ain't got no time for the bullshit no more. We just don't. Almost void of intelligence. You see how they do us? Do you see after they done lynched 3 innocent men? Isaac crying out to God, to Jesus. Then these motherfuckers got the nerve to interrogate 13 more. And at that point, they wasn't fighting. They were just telling them, no, we don't know what y'all talking about. Ain't none of that even happened. We were working. But nobody out there. We didn't hear no screaming and hollering. We didn't even see no white girl. No, everybody was where we were supposed to be. We were just shooting crap out behind once we finished with the tents. We were waiting to load up and pull off. That's what they were doing. But they knew wasn't no need in, trying to compel to them, trying to, reason with them. Wasn't no need in. That's why they were just so matter of fact with their asses. Because I bet they were like, y'all motherfuckers know. Ain't nothing happened to that girl. Y'all knew ain't nothing happened to that girl. Y'all just want another reason. And they should have told them. They should have looked them right in their motherfucking face and told them, so yeah, you want to hang some more black bodies, don't you? Go on and say it. Go on and say that's what you want to do, Sheriff. They should have just told them. Right to their motherfucking face. But that's what you got to do today, Black America. Don't worry. You can stand up for your ancestors right now. Today. What our ancestors didn't get a chance to say, you can say it. Don't sprinkle no sugar on shit. Time over for that. It's over for that. Warren Green, too, had hoped for confessions, which would have doubtless blunted negative reactions when the grand jury indicted leaders of the mob. Yeah, they needed confessions because, see, when the grand jury indicted the mob, they would be able to say, yeah, well, we got confessions that it did happen or some bullshit. White folks. The 2 days following the assault and lynchings saw Duluth blacks already close-knit become closer and more militant. That's all black people could do, was just get closer together and more militant. Look out for each other. No, we're going to walk this way together. We're going to walk this way together. We're going to go to my house, get my brother. We're going to walk you home. Then we're going to walk back home together. They became more militant. That don't mean they was out with weapons and guns and stuff, although, hell, they should have had them. But that just means that they was keeping an eye on each other. Militant, that's all it means. They were keeping an eye on each other. It don't mean they was out there like the military. No, it don't mean that at all. It just means they were keeping an eye on each other. They were focused on each other. They made sure they were getting where they needed to get and going where they needed to go. That's what that meant. Motherfuckers done lied about everything. The fierce loyalty. They had previously seen black people lend support to a neighbor's family when a job was lost or when illness or death struck, turned into a more desperate need: protection. So the fierce loyalty that had previously seen black people lend support to a neighbor's family when a job was lost or when illness or death struck turned into a more desperate need: protection. It was saying the fierce loyalty of black people helping black people. When somebody lost their job, you seen black people come in there. They coming in with food, clothes, whatever they can bring to them. A little change and stuff. Here, I got these clothes. I got these socks. Here's some toiletries I just had in my pantry. Everybody bringing them welcome baskets. That fierce loyalty. But it's saying now it turned into a more desperate need. They needed protection. And we was the only ones that could give it to us. But many blacks began leaving the city. In the months ahead, about 200 black people would depart Duluth. Shouldn't be no black people in Duluth right today. And if they should, they need to be living for Isaac and Elmer and Elias. As rumors continued circulating among whites that blacks from Gary were arming and preparing to take up revenge on white people, young blacks like Eddie Nichols, who were emerging as leaders, denied the rumors but emphasized they would aggressively protect themselves from any roving bands of white people bent on further violence. But the city stayed at least superficially calm. Yeah, because the motherfuckers done lynched all you can lynch. You ain't got no confessions. You ain't got no crime. So now white folks just like, well, we can't get no more bodies out. We can't use this. We can't squeeze no more blood out of this turnip. So yeah, we got to just calm down and, let things just go back to normal. I don't know. It seemed to me like white folks have to go through this changing every century, I guess. I don't know. I just had the thought of it. And it seemed like it's time for them to release. I don't know, y'all. I really don't feel too good about it, but I know, hey, it is what it is. Get ready. Yep. But the city stayed at least superficially calm. Soldiers and special deputies found little to do except to check out the potentially explosive rumors, all of which proved groundless. No facts whatsoever. No scientific fact, no facts, no witnesses, no nothing, y'all. Just groundless, just lies. By the morning of Friday, June the 18th, General Rhino ordered companies H and I back to Camp Rosenwald at Fort Snelling. This order upset Sheriff Maggie, who anticipated troops in the city at least through the weekend. If a number of West Duluth men got hold of liquor, Maggie reasoned, things might start all over again. They'll be armed this time, he told General Rhino, and if there's been drinking, there could be a real bloodbath. But Rhino's order stayed, and even as troops were lining up at the Michigan Street Railway Station for the trip back to St. Paul, Maggie received threatening phone calls. No soldier boys to save the niggas now, Sheriff, said one. If you don't want your jail destroyed, clear out by 5 o'clock tonight, warned another one. Maggie relayed these messages to Rhino, who reversed his earlier order. Though breathing more easily, Maggie requested even more troops, hoping to show the locals that once and for all, those in authority meant business. Major Beecher, reacting angrily to the phone threats, told the News Tribune, the orders are to shoot and guards will carry out those orders. They should have did that shit in the beginning. Maggie increased the guard around the jail and drew a line around the compound about 20 feet from the building. In the presence of 100 sullen men who were watching troops guard the jail, Maggie shouted, there will be no more rioting or attempts to take prisoners from the county jail without serious consequences. He pointed to the soldiers who still carried weapons with fixed bayonets. At 6 that evening, another anonymous call was received. stating a group would be storming the jail on Saturday and advising deputies and troops to clear out. General Rhino, hearing about the threat from the harried sheriff, he was worked up, ordering more soldiers. By 8 a.m. on the 19th, another 101 men arrived with 4 machine guns and several thousand rounds of ammunition. What I don't understand is why the fuck they ass ain't went and rounded up the mob. Why they ain't went and rounded up the mob for the lynching? I mean, they still trying to get black men rounded up for the rape. A crime that didn't happen. They ain't got no witnesses. They ain't got no proof. Irene ass didn't even have no injuries. But you got 3 black men. Minnesota. Saturday evening, June 19th, 1920. We gonna finish this the last chapter tonight. We gonna finish this tonight. Let me see, what time is it anyhow? Oh yeah, we got like 7 minutes. Far into the night, lights burned inside the city jail, the county jail, as deputies and troops peered into the darkness outside. Illumined only by the glowing tips of cigarettes, the guards outside were smoking. Inside, men smoked and talked quietly, though on occasion a brief laugh erupted, cracking the rigid tension. Near the cells, jailers paced, drank coffee, stared at the clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30. The strain of the past week wore on their faces. On a normal night, if you were on the sheriff's staff, you'd have been heading home at midnight. Now you were on emergency duty until further notice. You didn't feel the blacks were worth this kind of attention and may have thought that if only the mob had gotten the rest of them, things would have settled down and your own life. What? And your own life would have been less fraught with anxieties. Wow, that's how white folks felt. You didn't feel the blacks were worth this kind of attention and may have thought that if only the mob had gotten the rest of them, then things would calm down and, You could have promised your wife you'd be home as usual and eat regular meals again and sleep regular hours. The drinking of coffee by the countless cups, the smoking of dry cigarettes did not set well with the stomach. And you always went home finally about dawn with jumping nerves and a mouth tasting stale. And what was it the neighbor said the other day? Why all the fuss? They was just niggers. And this is who you think. But this night, like last night and the night before, would be endured. The worst thing was the waiting. If only something had happened. Something besides those damn phone calls that warned you to watch yourself, to be careful, or to leave the niggers. It was times like these you told yourself, if you were a deputy or a cop, bringing home that skimpy $115 to $125 each month, that you wished you had taken that nice, safe railroad job or had gone up north cutting lumber. That was fit enough work for a man, and God knows you were big enough and strong enough, but thinking about it did no good. And you knew it and couldn't help yourself. And as you thought about how bad it was on your system, you helped yourself to yet another cup of coffee, lit another cigarette, and watched the clock and waited. Yeah, we're going to end there tonight. It's 3 o'clock. I think it's time for us to go get some rest, process this. And I just want to say that we saying the truth. Side of white America now. The collective. I know you're going to be able, you want to, you probably need to, to give your loved one, your Sabrina, the benefit of the doubt and do with it as you will. Like, that's your relationship. That's your love. This is your soul. That's your body. That's your soul. You the one know what you need to do, what you want to do. I don't have nothing to do with that and stuff. I don't even know y'all. I'm just telling you. what the real deal is. So Black America, let us just process this and accept this as it is. It's time for a new day. It's time for things to be changed here. Change has finally come. It's here now. It's here now. And if you see this video, if you see me on any of these videos, and I done told you what the deal is and what it's going to be like when you get on the other side, especially for those of y'all that don't know, these clouds out here, when you get Black America, when you get to heaven, them clouds is cotton. I need you to know exactly what's going on. Now, I don't know if our greatest minds, maybe they haven't realized this yet. I don't know. Maybe they waiting on the right time to tell y'all Black people this. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the right time to tell you. This is the last time that you got to stand up for yourself and your ancestors. You must stand up for your ancestors. You got to stand up for all of them. Every last one of them. You don't get to pick and choose. No, this is where you know if you are a coward or if you are courageous. You better know. Are you a coward or are you courageous? That's it and that's all. Just decide whose side you on and stuff. Stop worrying about the consequences because the truth gonna stand anyway. The truth got to prevail. For all the worry you doing, Black America, you live forever. You live forever. You shouldn't have no fear leaving this place, going to the next place. Well, unless your ass go to heaven, then you better be very fearful if you going to heaven, because you're going to be there forever and ever and ever and ever. That's when you're going to never escape slavery. When you go to heaven, you'll never escape it. That's how white folks wanted it to be here. They wanted you to be the perpetual slave. Yeah, you're going to be slavery forever. You and your kids, your kids. They already done had your mama, your mama's mama, your mama's mama's mama, your mama's 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 mama. You know, we just had that little space where those generations from like myself and mine and my mother and her mother wasn't slaves. I don't think my great-grandmother was a slave. I think she was born in like 1904 or 1901 or something like that. But her mother. So see, white folks intended for all of us to be slaves. But we got away. Thankful to our ancestors. We got away from slavery, physical slavery. And white folks intend to have you back one way or the other. You know, life or death. You know they're saying dead or alive. That's the same. They want you on heaven and hell. I mean, they want you on earth and in heaven. Wherever you turn, white folks just want your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. They don't care. It's all about the energy. That's why it's about energy vampires now. You can't let people be touching on you and stuff no more. Yep, I don't let people touch on me no more. I'm forbidden. I walk around the whole table, huh? Yeah. Now, if somebody just asks, can I give you a hug? And I just ask them, do you need a hug? Do I look like I need a hug? And I just be like, oh, I don't need no hug. But you need a hug, I'll give a person a hug if somebody need a hug. But you know, all that trying to steal your energy and stuff, Black America, you got to be on cue now. You got to be on point now. I know. Let people show you who they are. That's all you got to do is sit back and follow your instincts. When you know you got to go to that library and you got one right around the corner and you go get you some books, don't come out that motherfucker with no books that ain't finna tell you nothing about Black people and our history in America with white folks. Don't come out with no Louis L'Amour, no Zane. Don't come out with nothing. Only Black history books, okay? Books that's going to be fundamental and important, detrimental to your future. You know, you come out with that right there, and people going to show you how they feel, what they don't like about it. Some of them even going to tell you, oh, well, let's turn this off. Now let's go back over here. We usually look at Mari. They finna let you know they got a problem with it. And when they do, you tell them it's time to go. Just all you gotta say, time to go. I got some things to do. I forgot I had some things to do. And you all right here, just be straight up with them. Look at here, this is my house. You don't come in here telling me what we watched yesterday. We ain't watching Mari today, and we ain't watching the shit tomorrow either. So if you want to get up and leave, be my guest. Let me open the door for you. It's time, Black America. You're gonna have to stand up for what you need to stand up for. You're gonna have to stand up for your ancestors. You done fail for everything else. You done literally fail for everything else. You might well go out there and see who gonna be the new black people so you can give them some pointers. I'm just saying, so your ass can give them some true pointers. You dance to the music, not the title of the song. I'm just saying. You use seasonings in your food when you cook it. I'm just saying, if you gonna give it up right, you go out there and let whoever gonna be the new black, let them know these fundamental pieces. Cause shit, you ain't trying to fight for you. I'm just saying. All right then, I get it. You learning too. All right then, well let's do it then. You know, and with that, we'll see you tomorrow. You already know. Keep a song in your heart and keep your gratitude. And now you know we got that 15-minute shake. I'm going to do me a little 15-minute shake tonight. I might sing me a little song or whatever. And just go to sleep. Process all of this. Just process it. Ain't nothing we can do physically about none of this right now anyway. Ain't nothing your ass can do about this. You ain't finna go out there and fight nobody. Because your ass ain't finna go out there and ask Sabrina. You ain't finna go out there and ask Sabrina. Is this your uncle right here, Sabrina? Tell me now. Is this your uncle right here? Because if it is, we're done. You ain't finna go out there and do that, so shut the hell up. What you can do is go ahead and fix your mind to be for your people. Fix your mindset to be strictly for black people. That don't mean you finna go out there and kick no puppy. That don't mean you're going to be looking mean at every little white child that say, hey, stop that bullshit and stuff, okay? Just be your natural self. The sun is natural and give a little energy to everybody. But hell, the sun giving you the most energy, black people. So you ain't got to be mean to nobody or nothing. No, you just got to keep to yourself. Start staying to yourself. Do it a little bit at a time if you want to. Shit, hell, spend an hour with Sabrina today and tomorrow see her ass for 20 minutes. I mean, shit, then the next day be like, yeah, I'm on the go. I'll catch up with you later. You know, and then before you know, hell, you don't even call her no more. She stopped calling you. You stopped calling her. I mean, just be loyal to yourself about this. That's all I want you to do. Be loyal to yourself about this. Be faithful to your ancestors. Finally. Before it's too late. It's time for us to start playing chess and not checkers. See, we playing chess with they motherfucking asses. Now we finna keep our dollar and our self. Yep, that's what we finna do. You know, they ain't getting nothing out of us no more. Nope, that's just it and that's all. You know, and I love y'all. Yeah, let's just go get us some rest, you know, and we're gonna be back here tomorrow morning. Yeah, China's peaceful rise. Yeah. All I know is I want my people to be okay. You know, I want my people to be okay. Everybody in the world right now, especially those in this country, should be connecting the dots. Damn. All of this is happening because we done forsake Black America. We did it again, Black America. That's all they got to do. You say, hey, we keep forsaking y'all, acting like y'all don't mean shit. You know, but they still refuse to do that. They still refuse to say that they out there. Why y'all ain't out here with us? All that bull. So fuck them. Fuck all of them. You know, let's just take care of us. Get your gardens, get your pantries and stuff. Get your portable power stations and stuff. So shit, at least here you can get in the corner where it's gonna be warmer, y'all. It's warmer in the corners of the house. I'm just putting that out there. I didn't know either. It's warmer in the corners of the house. When we have to really get down with the nitty gritty and stuff, everybody go to your corner. You know how they did on Bruce Lee? Everybody got that little sheet cloth, and that's that corner right there. That's their space. It's warmer in the corner. I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. I love y'all. Let's go process this be our greatest self. Be grateful tonight. The sun gonna be shining for us. The sun gonna give most of us, it's gonna give us most of its energy. The sun ain't mad at people. Hell, it's burning the fuck out of white people sometimes. But hell, they got it coming. They got it coming. So all we got to do is just keep our seed. Stop having sex with them. Stop having babies with them. You got to work with them because hell, ain't nobody got no business mindset today. Not even me. So I got to work with them, but shit, that's as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes. Anybody ask you, what happened to you? Go on and tell them, Face. Face told me I need to, mind my business now. And that's what I'm doing. That's what you doing. Yeah. You better not come ask me a motherfucking thing. Good night, peace, and power to the people.